Surprise! Ain't no. His shit been. I bet a couple of people unfollowed his ass though.
Who that?
So one of my homeboys I know from high school, he just shared this post that said, "One day y'all going to realize Donald Trump the best president we ever had." I said they put tear his ass up for these guys.
Hey, time will tell. Time will tell. We gonna see. I mean, I can't. Shit.
I know a house nigga when I see one. How
Now, Trump. I mean, Trump
yeah.
a gangster, man. This the first time I've experienced the president operate like a gangster. That nigga just went and took the oil.
Yeah.
It ain't my bad, Venezuela. I'm not laughing at y'all, but damn.
Yeah. Right.
That nigga made up a lame excuse, flew in. Ghosting, what up, nephew? All I see for me, shout out to all I see.
I
We
only
got
think about it is folks gotta realize that what y'all keep on trying to complain about that Trump is doing. I'm like, bro, y'all do know all the presidents before him did the same thing, right? Only difference is y'all noticing it now because y'all hate him. So any little thing that he does that really is normal, you're going to make sure they push it in our face so that you can hate him for it. So come on, bro. Bombing people. Obama bombed. I know for sure since I've been alive. Obama has bombed the most countries since I've been alive. All the presidents I've been alive, he's bombed more. Nobody said it.
let's pull out the AI. Fact check that. You might be right.
I'm telling you, I looked at the numbers. That nigga bombed way more than Trump did. Way more than Biden. Way more than Clinton. Obama was cooking niggas.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not even, and this is the thing. I'm not saying Obama was wrong for it and stuff because folks don't. I think what it is the country when you live in peace so long,
Uh-huh.
you become soft. I know y'all heard that saying that peaceful times create soft men, but hard times create hard men, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. Like, we live in such privileged times that anytime you see somebody doing something like that, you be like, oh, you wrong for that. But to be honest with you, that's always how it's been.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Even before recorded history. So that's yeah, it's been war and peace. Yeah, it's almost like good and evil. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it about 2 more minutes.
UAN fam. All I see for me gave us a shout out with the crown on top.
Shout out to Ali. Shout out to Ghost.
Well, SG.
Advertising this better too, to be honest with you.
We got a special guest for y'all today.
Yeah, as y'all can see, we got Talia with us today. There's not a lot of people. I was gonna say that once we got more close singing, but you know. So
Yeah.
okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just get started with this first topic. Um, So, welcome everybody again for another chapter of Black Chat Chronicles. I know we normally started. Holy shit. But we started an hour later than we typically do it. But sometimes circumstances we got to do it that way. But anyways, we got 5 good topics this time. What's good, user? I don't know how to say that. You got like a bunch of. There might be one of Michael accounts right there.
Uh-oh.
For Bradford account, because I've never seen this person before.
Yeah, Bradford usually goes straight in with the apologize, SG. Apologize. All I see, like, what the hell is this thing? Let's see what.
Yeah, he probably just ain't made his way up in here yet.
But hello to whoever that is. That's an interesting name. Don't know. We'll just call it
out some kind of way. But anyways, we got five topics. As you can see, we got who benefits more. Matter of fact, we just gonna dive into the first one. Who benefits more being single? So when I say who benefits more, this actually came from a topic I seen online, right? And I was listening to these people debate it, and I thought it was really interesting. I was like, you know what? We should talk on that. So basically, they were having a conversation, a healthy debate on who benefits more being single, male or female, right? And got another troll just came in here. It's probably the same thing. I don't know why they do this shit. But anyways.
King Shooter. As soon as I came in, all I see is teeth. King Shooter. Shout out to King Shooter.
I'm trying to remember. Have I seen? I think he's been in before though. But anyways,
name, yeah.
So the question is, I guess, what's up, DeMarcus? The question is who do y'all feel like benefits the most when it comes to being single, a man or a woman? Okay, so you knew. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the channel, boy.
Yep. What up, DV? Shout out to DV. What SG? SG should be on the way. All right.
So let me go ahead and ask you: who do you think benefit the most when it comes to being single, a man or a
woman? I think it depends. Somebody started it. Hold on.
My bad, yeah, it's hot as fuck.
You got it, Talia.
She came off again, so you go ahead and give me your answer. And we'll
the short answer. Well, I'll just read DV. A man benefits more being single. That was my answer. That's the short answer. Yeah, because it's less expensive. A man benefits more from being single, no doubt about it. I just saw a meme about that. Yeah.
So Ali is saying both. Why you say both?
Yeah, Ali. Give us some context. Solo couldn't make it today, DV.
Yeah, Solo ass still up in Ghana.
And Ghana. All I see say both. I agree with DV though. A man benefits more from being single. Less expensive, less stressful. Relationships can be stressful, y'all. That's why some people just settle for booty calls.
I guess I'll spice it up a little bit. Hopefully, we get to Talia time to come back in here. But my opinion is unquestionably the man benefits the most for being single. Like it's really like for the women that was trying to make an argument for, it's them. it's kind of crazy, to be honest, because it's not even close. You can find yourself, learn what you like and don't, set boundaries, save money. But this is the thing, Ali. Women don't typically spend money on men like that anyway. So
Right. Shit.
it's a benefit for a woman to be with a man because you have a man that's going to spend his money on you. Like, let's be real. We can just use holidays to keep it making an example.
Uh-oh.
On Father's Day, all we get is some goddamn socks, maybe a shirt, a card, a card to say I appreciate you and love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Mother's Day, she getting a dinner, she getting multiple gifts. The family's gonna come in and she
best
getting
restaurant.
way more. Yes, exactly. Like me, I used to work in the restaurant business, right?
Uh-huh.
Mother's Day is normally at least the second or third, because I work for two kind of big. Well, I work for multiple ones, but normally, typically, the Mother's Day is either the second or the third busiest day of the year. Sometimes it can be the busiest day of the year. Father's Day is never nowhere near that.
Right.
Because the only way it's gonna happen like that with Father's Day is the father had to take his own self to the fucking dinner, and most of us ain't gonna do that.
Right.
So, and then on top of that, look at it from this way. For men, we benefit ourselves. We benefit more for being single because think about this: if a woman ain't bringing a lot of value to our life, like to what it is we're doing, most men are looking to just hit it and quit it anyway.
There you
Like
go.
a lot of men are. So it'll be in his best interest to not have to attach himself to you if he don't have to. Like, why would it's just like they're saying, why buy the cow when the milk is free?
The milk is free.
Come on, that's literally what it is. Like for a woman that's single, for her to stay single, what's happening with you? I'm just being honest. If it's for a woman, what's happening with you typically is you're getting older, so you're not as sexually attractive as you once were. So your option to be able to pull and attract the best of man that you might be looking for has gone down. And it's just your clock, your biological clock doesn't work the same way as ours do. So it's just not the same. It just doesn't help women as much when it comes to being single. We could even keep it more simple than that. Shit, if you in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if you're not, let me say this: if you're not in a relationship, and then you keep hearing that every minute, you hear and in your head, you're like, what the fuck is that noise? Then you finally figure out it's that damn smoke detector. It's going out. And you like, damn, I don't know how to fix that shit.
That's good.
That benefits women, you know what I'm saying, for having a man with them. Yeah. You have somebody there to protect you. You have somebody to open the damn pickle jar when your ass can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's simple shit. Like you asked me, it's really not even close. When we're trying to argue.
Of course.
Talia, what's your answer to that?
My bad, y'all. I had to go downstairs. I feel like it depends though, like on the stipulations. Because if you fucking with somebody and y'all both single, are y'all both free to do what y'all want, or are y'all fucking with only each other?
If it's up to me, only each other. That's a good agreement.
The situation I'm in now, we only fuck with each other.
Yeah.
And one time I spent the night, we didn't even have sex, and I told him, "You not my nigga. I don't want to be here hanging out with you. Either we fucking or stay at home."
I like that. Keep going.
God damn.
Roll with it.
Over here playing the game, I could do that at home.
She speak for me with that one. There it is. We pulled the right one up tonight. Leah
But
got straight to it.
but it's low key beneficial because we like go out on dates and all of that, but we ain't together.
Uh-huh.
But we are only with each other. So
I love
when
that.
when somebody hit me up, I gotta be like, not can't do that. But we do all the things as if we're in a relationship. We're just not in a relationship. So I feel like it benefits us both.
So you allowed to go on other dates, right?
No,
Oh, so that is a relationship. See, now if when you said we together, I thought you meant sexually.
No,
But you
see,
said,
hold on, Todd, real quick. You just
uh,
cooked yourself, Talia. I'm gonna tell you how. You just cooked your whole argument. Because you just got through saying that you can't go out with nobody else, right? And stuff like that. I just got you weren't here for it, but I just got to basically explain it that it's super beneficial for a man to be able to be single because he can have it a situation where he got a girl that he can go and get him some pussy. You know what I'm saying? And then not be held to any kind of boundaries where he can be like, oh, you know, we ain't together. That's all he got to say to be able to, like, if he doing something that might make you jealous or something like that, you like, dang, why you doing that? Like, we ain't together. So, like, that's beneficial for him because he's not obligated to do certain things for you. He can opt out by simply saying, we not together.
and that's what I thought she meant. The first statement she made when Talia made that first statement, I fully agree with that. But now, if you saying you have to check in when it's time to go on a date, then that's kind of like a relationship. The only line, woman,
Without the title.
yeah,
Without
the only
the title.
line
So it's benefiting him.
to Talia's first point, the only line we shouldn't cross without notifying each other is the sexual line. Like if you about to go out and mix your fluids with somebody else, let me know. But as far as you going on a date and all that stuff, go do your thing, have fun, one life to live it up.
yeah, but we both agree to only be with each other. So
I'm
So
gonna be
that's
honest with you. I'm gonna be
oh,
honest with you. You really
yeah.
think he agreeing to that? He may tell you that,
But
you
Talia
best
said
believe if another opportunity came, let's say it's a bad one that he always wanted to hit. Oh, he's definitely doing it. I promise you. And
she said
the moment you catch him, he's gonna be like, "Well, we ain't together, you know." So that's what he's gonna say. I promise you. I wouldn't lead you wrong with this. I promise you, he's gonna say that shit.
I mean, I would say it too if it came down to it.
know you would. I know you would.
and we pulled the right one up tonight.
I know you would. Y'all both get out there.
We pulled the right one up tonight, straight from the
All I'm
Ville.
saying is, like a
Let's get the
man,
Ville, keep it real.
with us typically having the providers, title, providers and protectors, we can opt out of that part. To be honest with you, when a woman is giving a man her sexual market, sexual access to her, she's already bringing a significant value to the table already without commitment. Like, let's be real, that's like one of your most pride. Like, that's about the biggest thing that a woman can offer her
Yeah.
sexual,
Yeah.
is so if he's getting that without having to do his most value, which is protecting and providing, he's winning.
Providing what though?
Like, let's say we are in a relationship, or let's say we're married.
Yeah.
Typically, it would be on my shoulders. Let's say me and you was together. It
Mhm.
would be on my shoulders to make sure you taken care of, you got fed, if we got kids, the kids got food on the table and stuff like that. I'm making sure I'm putting y'all in the best case scenario to win. That's on my shoulders to be able to do that. If an intruder was to come and try to harm my family, it's up to me to protect y'all at all costs. That's what we're supposed to do as men. But what I'm saying is, if he can opt out and say we're not together, if a scenario come where, like, damn, baby, I'm really struggling on the rent this month. Can you help me out? he can opt out and be like, man, you need to find you a man to do that. He can,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
What's good, Tyranny?
I don't have rent though, so that's not a problem.
Ghost said good
I just,
evening.
But
I
like,
feel it. I'll give an example. What's
but
up?
like when we go shopping, he's usually the one that be like, "I'm gonna come get you, so we can go here," and I'm like, "Okay." I'll just put stuff in a basket and he'll pay for it. I don't even ask. I just put it in a basket, and then when we get to the register, he just pays for everything.
I mean, hey, that's good for you. Make sure he's not. See, in your position, you're making sure he's not fully taking advantage. I mean, that's good. But I'm just saying, he still does have the option to opt
Yeah.
Ali say these bitches I know pay what they weigh and let boys stay with them for free.
Exactly. You got niggas that actually do that shit.
Yeah, dick for rent. They call it dick for rent.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so that what I'm saying is in that position, if he can say we not together and do that, he's in the prime position right now. This nigga
Yeah.
hopefully he's stacking his bread on your head, not having to, pay bills, not having to really buy you shit and stuff like that. If you don't like that nigga winning. And you best to believe anytime a man is in a position like that, and this is just me keeping it 100, he's basically waiting out for the opportunity for the one that he really wants to be with. Because what's gonna happen is if he's with somebody he's gonna lock you up like that because he don't want nobody else to have you. Am I right, Taj?
Yeah, you say he going. So you saying he gonna look for another chick that he really wants to be with, and then keep the side piece going.
I'm saying if he's okay with having her as our side piece, like we ain't together,
Right.
we just doing that. Eventually, he's gonna get to the point where if he finds somebody that he actually do like, he's gonna commit to her. And then when we find somebody that we really want to be with, we're gonna commit.
But so what happens to the side piece?
He's gonna opt out. That's what I'm saying.
Dang. So what if the relationship he choose with the chick he really wanted to be with becomes stressful? Because
you know what? That happens. That happens. And then you know what happens after that? The worst part, because the girl that you might be looking at, we ain't together, might be actually a good woman, but you messing up looking for something better.
Right.
Thinking you can find something better, and you go to another girl, and you think she look good, or you think she got this one, then you really get to know her, and then find out, like, God damn, this bitch crazy as hell.
This bitch is
doing all that. I was better off with. Now you might try to double back. Now some women that take the nigga back after he done did that, and some of them won't. To live, are you the type if a nigga decide to do that? Would you take his ass back?
I was in the past, like when I was younger, but at this point, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean that's the best situation to be in. I had a C-list actress one time who would call me whenever she didn't get an audition or win the audition, and she just needed something to make her feel good. It wasn't a relationship, wasn't no strings attached. I was just the guy she called when she down, and thanks to Leo, take it from there. So you can't beat that. So everything else was just, it really wasn't, she didn't care. She didn't care who else I was out there, flirting with. Again, it came back to the, if you're going to be out there fucking somebody else, let's be grown and let each other know so we don't bring each other nothing back that we ain't asked for. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it was like, do your thing. She just needed that release whenever she was down and out, lost, didn't get the audition, got turned down. And shit, that was great for me too.
So you basically was that shoulder to cry on. That's what's up.
Well, addicted said more like she could cry on that shoulder while she riding that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The show to the crown is, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, my bad for being vulgar, but yeah, don't leave that part. Don't leave the soul pole out. Yeah, it wasn't just the show to the crown. Shit. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah.
That's how it is down here for sure. Even decent dudes do this. Think about, hey, I'm out the dating game for now. I don't want to be in rotation.
That's all I see.
Yeah. And then Ghost said, man, that happened to me before.
Nephew say, man, that happened to me before. Or you already highlighted it. There it is.
So are you referring to, I think he's referring to leaving a girl that he kind of had like that and trying to go to what he thought was better, and then it turned out she wasn't, and regretted it. I think all of us as men probably did that at least once.
Yeah. And when that honeymoon phase wear off, that shit becomes stressful. When go ahead, Talia. You are our special guest tonight. She said, "Yeah."
I was just agreeing.
Yeah, so it's like you don't get the stress with the person, whatever y'all want to call it, sex friends, fuck friends, whatever. No, I'm trying to watch my vulgar words, but yeah, it's a release on both ends, and then hey, go do your thing. Thanks for coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'll come your way next time, and that's that. It ain't no who you with and all that shit. Well, what you doing? No, it ain't no. They don't want to see your phone.
Yeah,
you guy that turn them on, and that's what they call it.
Okay, so Ali just said, teach her how to date from our perspective. So, I got to be honest about it. Like, you have different phases of your life, like that's kind of what we're going to talk about on that last topic, the Black reinvention part. But what's been happening, unfortunately, for the millennial generation, and now I would say the Gen Zers are facing the same thing with the ladies. They've been indoctrinated with television and the music, telling you to be independent, be strong, do this and do that, and do whatever you want in your 20s, and then in your 30s you can start maybe looking to do, try to do. And men don't look at it that way. Just like women want to attach themselves to the best, strongest, the person that they feel like can give them the best position to survive and protect their children and stuff like that. That's who they're typically going to want to attach themselves to. But on the flip side, for men, we're looking for the most submissive and sweet, probably if you can get it, best looking too, the best looking, well-minded woman that's on your program that you can get. And honestly, once you get to a certain age, majority, I'm not saying all, but majority, once you get to your 30s and something and you're still not married or something, you've already met a lot of trauma. That's why to be honest with you, a lot of the ones that if you try to talk to them about this stuff, they'll be arguing with you, trying to challenge you. Some of them even get disrespectful because they're mad at you telling them the truth. Like, I try to do mine way more respectful than some guys may tell them, but that is the truth. So with you right now, I would say the moment you going out with any dude, you need to be putting it down on that nigga right now. Be like, hey, what are we doing? Off top, let that nigga know. First date, what are we doing? Are you looking for marriage and stuff like that? Figure out what does he do? What is his dream? What he see himself? You need to be asking all these questions in the beginning. Don't try to figure it out as you go. Because if you do that, you put him in the position to be able to play you and leave. You need to get to all those questions. Most niggas ain't gonna have that shit on the fly. So if he ain't got the answers to those questions and stuff like that with you, where he's seeing himself with you and stuff, and it's not something that's aligning to ultimately if your goal is marriage, If it's not falling under that umbrella already, you need to be moving on to the next one. Because time is not on your side as a woman. Because y'all do have a biological time clock. Unfortunately, men doesn't really have that like that. We can, in our 30s, we're in our prime. We're starting to access the most money. We got shit figured out. Starting to get shit figured out, like in our 40-ish, we pretty much got shit together. We already done did all the child and shit and stuff like that. Like,
Yep.
I'm entering that point in my life right now. Like that's the part I'm entering. My financial peak is starting to hit. I know exactly where I want to go, what I want to do, what I want, what I don't want. I'm entering that phase right now. So that's what would be my answer to it. I hope I answered it right.
Yeah, I would just add for the ladies who don't like the word submissive, another S word that might work is supportive. Just be supportive, which is pretty much a synonym for submissive, and don't stress. The world is already trying to tear us down. So to me, that's the most offensive thing a black woman can do is pile on. And y'all can't say in one breath we the most demographic in the nation, and then not be
Tom,
intelligent
repeat
enough to
that last
understand.
part. Repeat that last part because you kind of went out.
Okay, about how black women and black men, we love to promote that black women are the most educated demographic in the nation. So and to one of your points you've made in the past, Jamie, there's a difference between being educated and intelligent. And if you're not educated or intelligent enough to know that, hey, you stressing this guy out, maybe you doing that shit on purpose and you don't deserve to have a good guy. So I would just say be supportive. This world, I understand our women don't know how it is to be a black man, although a lot of y'all have birthed and raised black men, black boys to men. So maybe y'all should know how tough it is on us. To me, that's the worst thing y'all could do is make life more stressful, knowing the shit we up against.
Yeah, and I would add that I wish our sister would understand more. Y'all have the most power over us than anybody else because what you say to us actually hurts. The first love in a black boy's life is his mom, and if
Yeah.
you telling him you ain't gonna be nothing, you just like your father and stuff like that, you're damaging him. And you don't even understand that you're doing it. And so many mothers don't do that. And it's sad, but I mean, and then like even when a relationship, let's say when y'all both adults, he's trying to accomplish something, and you can't see the vision. I've been through this before. You can't see his vision. In your opinion, you think they wasting time. You want them to do something else. You don't know how bad it is for you tearing them down. Like he got to fight you, who's supposed to be his peace, his support, and he got to fight the rest of the world to try to tell you that's not achievable. So.
And to go back to last week's show when we was talking about the Pookie Ray Rays, that's kind of like the Pookie Ray Rays. They don't tolerate that shit. That the Pookie Ray Ray will flip the script and tear their ass right back down. They don't. They already too afraid to even push the wrong button on a Pookie Ray Ray. So I guess that's another reason why they they got all the baby mamas. But
last week's show, what's a Pookie Ray Ray?
the Pookie Ray Ray, Jamie, you want to go first? Because I heard it from you. You
Oh shit, Talia.
What? I missed that.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the quickest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the quickest way to be able to describe. Pookie Ray Ray is basically your neighborhood thug. Basically, everybody respect. He got hoes lined up. You know not to say nothing to him. He gonna backhand the shit at you. And, he's well respected in the streets.
Yeah.
Good famous. That's a Pookie and Ray Ray. Like to give you an example of a particular character, so you can know how to identify it more thoroughly. Rodney from Baby Boy is a Pookie and Ray.
Okay.
There it is. Great description. I have nothing to add to that. That's it. Yeah. So like you said, the neighborhood thug who got respect in the streets, keep his women in check. opposed to the good guys who trying to be, generous or treat his lady how a lady should be treated. But women look at those type of guys as the pushovers and the runovers until they ass 30, 40, knocked up 3-4 times, and now you want to go back to that guy, not even really because you like him, because you need help, and that's how.
You hit it right on the nail there, boy. And that's the saddest part. And then the worst part with that is they'll have the nerve to say that they suck, when in actuality he's
right.
That'd be the craziest part after that. So that's another thing I tell women that actually is open to hear it. I'll never go as far as saying a woman that has children already has no value. Some niggas would say bull, but that's bullshit. But you do also have to understand that you already having kids is not a benefit to the man. Let's just keep it 100. It's not a benefit to him because that's more that he has to take care of, more that he has to protect. So on the flip side, for the ones that be wanting to have an attitude, thinking you gonna talk all crazy to him and stuff like that, that's kind of crazy because you got a man in your life, a good one, let's say, especially if he's a good one, that's willing to take on that, and you're gonna disrespect him or allow your kids to disrespect him. It's kind of crazy. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't protect your kids. Absolutely, you should. We all know that.
And I got to add this. I probably should have said it last week, but I'm gonna say it now. A lot of women, they're not to the women that's attracted to the Pookie Ray Rays. There's a misconception because you got a lot of good dudes out here that's not scared of them niggas. Jamie, I don't know if you can relate to that. Like I've seen like niggas who y'all think of the walkovers and the pushovers straight up make the Pookie Ray Rays rethink what they talking about doing or just back down. And sometimes
you walk around them niggas all the time, so you know that, yeah.
Right. And the chicks are not there to see that. So they still look at the Pookie Ray Ray as the tough guy. But when you got some good dude, I don't want to do no name drops, but so you got some, just because a guy is good to you, I don't even want to use the word nice, but just generous, treat you right, that don't mean he's soft. And I think a lot of our women confuse that. And the best way for them to see that he's not a softie is to see him have a standoff with a Pookie Ray to where he ain't. Yeah, and they don't get to see that. A lot of times that happens. It happens wherever it happens, and the women don't get to see the quote unquote good guy making Pookie Ray Ray get his mind right. Like, yeah, nigga, I ain't scared of you. Like, whatever you want to do, we can get it. You know what I mean? But they don't be there to see that, so they still think the Pookie Ray Ray is the king of the jungle. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a quick little example in there for my anime fans. I'm sure everybody has seen this anime before. It's probably the most popular one of all time. Between Goku and Vegeta would be the Pookie and Ray. He looks like he's the toughest one because he's the one always talking the shit. He's the main one. He's all that. But who was actually better? Goku was stronger. Dude, somebody got a charger in? Because I'm trying to think that's what it is. When I'm somebody charger in.
Yeah. Let me take it out. Damn. It's better?
Yeah.
Damn, you can tell as soon as I put it. Huh? All right, let me come back in. All right, y'all keep it going. Give me a second.
It might not be.
Because as soon as you said it, I had just put the charger in.
Yeah, I just know it's echo.
Yeah, so I think it's me. I'll log out and come back.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I don't hear echo now, so I'm guessing that is what it was. But anyways, let me read some of these comments. She said, I've seen many supportive and submissive women who got trashed. Now they on demon time. So I'm to address that part. I think everybody gonna take L's in life. And I'm gonna give you a quick example, and y'all can let me know if y'all agree or not. I think when it comes to guys, you do have some dudes that you might not initially be attracted to, right? Initially, you're not attracted to them. but you decide, all right, you know, these Pookie and Ray Rays I've been fucking with, or these Chads I've been fucking with, ain't nothing but players and stuff. Let me go ahead and try. It's crazy. This guy that I know that was just talking on this. So he turns out and he cheats on you. You're gonna be way more upset about him doing it than you are a Chad or a Pookie and Ray Ray doing it. Why? Because you already looked at him as like, I'm above you anyways. Your ass gonna fucking cheat on me, you know what I'm saying? She feel like she just been violated. Right? So let's be real. You said you've seen times where supportive and submissive women have been trashed. But how often is that? It's really not too, it's really not too often that happens. You got to play the numbers. But like I said, I think when it comes to that stuff, women need to be more direct with the men. That stop looking at, oh, he's handsome, oh, he got this and stuff like that. So you just want to get, you need to be asking that nigga off the top, what is his intentions with you? And if it don't align with what, see, your father, unfortunately, a lot of us don't have fathers in our home, but your father should have taught you this already. But if whatever it is they talking about don't align with the program that you trying to go with, bro, you need to leave their ass alone. Because more than likely, he trying to play you. He only looking for one thing. I have a son. I never want to scar him or spoil him. Yeah, that's another thing. Unfortunately, a lot of our sisters spoil the women. Spoil their boys, but be hard on their daughters. It's kind of crazy. But I think the reason why is because it goes from history where, seeing the police doing their boys and stuff like this, with the world doing their boys like this, that they want to protect them, but you're doing too much protecting to the point that you're not preparing them for the real world. So the same dudes that you're complaining about in the dating market, you're raising. And then the daughters that you raised to be independent and strong, now they're so independent and strong that when they meet an actual good man, they can't keep them because you're too kind of masculine for him to deal with. Most men just tend to not want to deal with that. When it comes to the blending family, I think it's just us that treat that like a disease. The white girls I know have many baby daddies, but it's no spoken bad like it is to us. They get wiped out regardless. I would have to tell you that the numbers don't support that. Though. White women do have, become baby mamas, but it doesn't happen at nowhere near the same rate as our community. I would say white women are second, like opposed to probably, Hispanic and Asian, but still is a huge gap between the white women and the sisters. Damn, I don't know what happened to Todd. I was trying to wait on him to come back before I go to the second topic, but the nigga ain't came back yet. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's so many of our sisters that legit despise, like, where are the good men at? Where are all them? These men ain't shit. They ain't. There you go. They be trying to be so quick to say that, the men ain't this and men ain't that, but you gotta also consider you're the one who raised those men that you're talking about.
Yeah. Is the echo gone?
Yep.
All right, cool.
But I'm gonna go ahead and move to this next topic.
All right.
So this one right here, we ain't gonna be on this one too long, but this actually came from, and Todd, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with who this is. You remember Bill Carson?
Yeah.
So I was listening to him very briefly. I'm gonna actually do a reaction video to this on my other channel, probably after we get out here. But I just seen a little small segment of it. And basically he was implying that the heaven and hell that they have installed into us doesn't actually exist. And what he means by that is that there isn't a physical hell for you to go to, that when you die, you go there and you burn in there for eternity, like they've been told. Like I know for damn sure I was raised that way. Well, I don't know. Y'all probably can. Some of y'all can probably contest and say I was raised being taught that as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Talia, were you taught that growing up?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so all of us pretty much, which is I pretty much figured because that's how it is in our community. But basically, what he was implying, and to be honest with you, I always felt this growing up. I was that child, even though I grew up as a Christian. My mama used to have us going to church every Sunday, Bible study on goddamn Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday morning service, night service. Sometimes you have morning, afternoon, and night service. I
Yeah.
say, boy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know that they were installing that into us. To be the kind that used to challenge a lot of stuff that didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, me being a child, what they used to do is they might try to give you an answer for it, but if the answer don't make sense and you give them a question that they can't answer, they'll just get mad, tell you to shut up, that's what it is, or they're gonna slap the hell at you.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So basically, he is implying that the heaven and hell that we speak of in the Bible is a mental state of mind. I'll go ahead and share it with y'all my answer. I 100% agree with him when it comes to this. But I want to open it up for the rest of y'all to give your answer as well.
Did Billy speak on what happens after people pass away?
I didn't get that far. I'm pretty sure you
It-
probably did, but I didn't get that far.
Because I agree with the first part as far as in this world that it's a mental condition. Heaven and hell could be, it's a mentality. But I also believe that, you know, our souls go somewhere, you know, whether if it's a lost soul or a saved soul when it exit these bodies. And my belief comes from like knowing people who worked as hospice nurses and stuff like that. It's just too much evidence that after people pass away, family members that come, I mean, I haven't heard any stories where a person sees a religious figure, but all of the stories talk about how people saw family members. So I believe both. I believe that when you're in this world, it's a heaven and hell is a mindset, a mind state. But also when people pass away, depending on how they live their life, and the most important part, their belief. Belief is the key. If you don't believe, it's just like somebody giving you a key and saying, "Hey, this is a key to that mansion over there. You're welcome to go check it out if you want to." If you don't believe that's the key to the mansion, then you've denied your own access. But if you believe the key to the afterlife, then and I can't prove that part, but the part I can prove is that from hospice nurses all around the world report what their patients go through as they're swaying back and forth between life and death. So I would say I believe both. Because one more thing before Talia speak, because it's still a mental condition even after a person passed away. Because if you're a lost soul is like having a nightmare. Imagine. Let me pull the thing because I heard echo myself. Is it still going?
Say something again.
Yeah, I just heard it on your voice. All right, so Talia, I'll let Talia go. I'll be right back.
I don't really know. I personally have always been confused and like iffy about heaven and hell because it's hard to believe that people what in the sky
You say it's hard to believe what?
That people are where they at? In the sky, under the ground. I don't know.
Um, See, what I believe is going on when it comes to that is they came up with the people that's controlling.
Well, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
Is the echo gone?
Damn.
Damn.
Hold up.
Is that? Yeah, I don't hear the echo on your voice, Jamie. And I think you got it on mute because I see you speaking, but I don't hear it. So it ain't.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, but yours on yours, Jamie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the echo might be coming on her side. Might be. But what I was saying is basically that as far as the heaven and the hell thing, I think Tupac actually talked on it, and it's ironic that Ryan, she just came in. She said, "Pac said it best, and keep your head up. We'll have a race of babies that will hate the ladies." Basically, she was referring to that on the last topic, and yeah, that's pretty much what has happened. We had a bunch of now the Pookie and Ray Rays impregnated so many women and left.
Yeah, damn.
That now the ladies had raised the men on their own, and they didn't have that father, and the women on their own, and they didn't have that father in their life. So, unfortunately, they hate what they raised.
Oh, damn.
But anyways, and I like that she said, equal accountability because I'm a lot of times. You got men that think like women that don't want to hold accountability. I know some of them, but most of the time, a lot of women have a hard time with accountability. They always want to put it on man. Not, I think a man should take a lion's share of the blame because we are the head, but you can't just solely say every issue is on him. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and like maybe it's something I need to do. But back to the topic, what I was saying, the heaven and hell. I think Tupac said it best when he said he thinks people came together, that the people that's controlling shit right now, and they said, let's come up with something that we can control people. And I think that's what happened. Because actually Bill Carson in that same video I was talking about, he was talking about how in certain years the Bible was altered. And you remember way back, like damn near the first podcast, maybe the second, I said I had a topic on whether or not the Bible was tampered with. And I told you I believe 100% it has. And folks was trying to challenge me on that. I was like, bro, you can't tell me that our oppressors is going to make sure it's going to allow us to read 100% the text that our God gave us and not manipulate it to their own advantage. They absolutely have done that. And what he said is that they changed that to make you think hell is a physical place that you'll go if you don't, do certain things so that you'll be able, so that they can keep you in mind with the fear of going to hell.
Uh-huh.
And he said they did the same thing with the rapture. And I been knew that. I was like, bro, the rapture is not even in the Bible. Like, that's crazy. The word rapture is nowhere in the Bible. So where the hell did it come
from? Yeah, that's their philosophy. I can't pronounce the name, but I want to reply to Raya and Ken. Raya, and it looked like that's a chick on a profile pic. So it say, please, I don't mean to offend anyone, but I don't believe in any God. I respect. Okay. You're right. I was about to say that. I respect that, and I want to say this. And and you help me sort of prove my approach to people, because I don't even have to ask a person if they believe in life. And I picked that up in Los Angeles. We used to be on set, Jamie, back when we was working on set, different movie sets and stuff. It's so many atheists in Los Angeles, California. Mm-hmm. And I made the adjustment from using the word God to life. And it will hold their attention, because as soon as you say the word God, they'll check. You can look at their facial countenance and they checking out. Oh, man, I don't even believe in that crap. This nigga talking about God. But when you say life, they can't get around that. Everybody know life is real. You ain't got to ask nobody, is life is real. And when you go into certain scriptures, what do they grant you if you believe? Eternal life. They don't say eternal God. They say eternal life. So no problem with that comment, Raya. You know, it's all good. And it's 3,000 gods in human history. So, and Neil deGrasse Tyson exposed that, like, which God is you referring to? And it's 3,000 different gods throughout human history, documented gods. So there's nothing wrong with that comment. No offense taken over here. That's it, y'all.
Yeah, I want to add to it too. This is a free space for, you know, Black people, and you know, I'm open to other ignorant groups giving them speaking. You know, you can see, if you want to come in and listen and share opinion, that's fine. But to be honest with you, what I wanted with this one is to give us a space to be able to freely express ourselves on a lot of different topics that is, you know, going on in our community that needs to be addressed, and with no judgment. You know, it's no judgment. We can disagree. That's totally fine. And then another thing that won't be tolerated is disrespecting someone because you know they're not agreeing with you. Like, it's zero tolerance with that. So speak freely on anything you believe. That's fine. We'll just respectfully agree or disagree.
Ali say, yes, I agree, but I think of how we dream. That's a good point. She said, yes, I agree, but I think of how we dream. We are in two states of mind, but there is spiritual reckoning that happens during death. So that's kind of closer to what I was saying. It's another world, bro. It's something beyond these earthly bodies we living in. You know
I think so. For me, I think there's other dimensions and stuff.
There you go. I was about to say that word.
So I absolutely believe that. You know, we can travel to other dimensions and stuff like that. Like this, how I look at it more so is this phase of your life is over, but you don't. Oh, okay, you're being judged and stuff like that. Now, you'll be going to heaven and hell afterwards because you did something wrong. Now, a lot of people believe in, you know, reincarnation. Like Tupac used to always talk about, you know, my only fear of death is coming back reincarnated. And, you know, a lot of people believe that you're put on earth to fulfill a certain thing, whatever it is that you're supposed to bring to the world. You're here to do that. And if you fail at that, you know, at whatever that particular task is, you're going to come back to do it over until you complete it. And some even believe that, you know, if you was a tyrant of the earth or some shit like that, instead of you coming back as a human, you'll come back as like a snake or, you know, a snail or some shit. Like some people believe that. I think I don't want to be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Buddhism has that. Believe
yeah, they do.
Okay,
right.
These are the spaces we need because the world judges us the harshest. We need to be open and make space for us. Yes, and that's what I was thinking when, you know, I started this.
So why, Raya, do you believe in life? Like, that's a rhetorical question. I know what your answer is to that. So, and that's kind of like the point of, like, God is life. God is life. And everybody know life is real. They don't have to believe. If you don't believe life is real, ain't nobody just trying to give up their life unless they suicidal or something like that. Back to you, Jamie. Absolutely, Raya said absolutely. So that's what changed me, Raya. When I moved to Hollywood, Los Angeles, and started working on different movie sets, and we have discussions just like we have it now. So many people was like, man, we not into that. That's one of the most atheists, and I'm not talking about like South LA. I'm not talking about our people in LA. I'm talking about like the industry of Hollywood, Los Angeles. And the people you would meet on set, a lot of them was non-believers. And that's what helped me evolve to using the term life instead of God. And it works. It worked. It just worked on you, right? Because you're like, absolutely, I know life is real. I don't have to believe in life. I know life is real because you're living it. I'm living it. Back to you, Jamie.
I think I pretty much got all my points out that I wanted to say on that topic. I just think we're put here to be, and then this is the thing. Some, who else used to talk about this? Dang, I can't remember who it was. Somebody used to talk about how the people that's controlling this world, well, they actually referred to it and said the white man wants to create a world where basically he gets to live heaven on earth and afterlife when you only can get it afterlife.
That's the trickery.
Yes.
That's what they have accomplished. They've accomplished selling us the dream that you guys are living heaven after you die, but y'all gonna watch us live in heaven on earth right now. That's been going on for what, 6,000 years? That's been going on since Alexander the Great. That's like 2,000 years. That hey, we're gonna watch them live in heaven on earth. And they did a reverse psychology on us, like, oh, y'all will get heaven after y'all dead. If that ain't the biggest psyop, shit. But that's it.
Also, I'm gonna say this before we get off this topic, Taj. Bill Carson also touched on what you were speaking on about the difference between the Messiah and Jesus. He touched on it. I remember that part too. He was letting people know that it's that the person that was here, that did the miracles and teachings and stuff like that, not the same person that's supposed to. He said the Christ. See, he's just like me. I honestly don't say Jesus. I say it, I answer to it and stuff like that. And maybe I'll say it when I'm speaking with someone that I know is Christian and stuff like that. So, I don't have a problem with doing it only to, get the message. Because what I think is most important is the message. There's too many folks that, they want to put something on. Oh no, it's supposed to be like this. Oh, you got to do it like this. When you do it like that and try to make it more so forceful, you're running the same people that you're supposed to be trying to reach away because they ain't trying to hear that shit. You're trying to force them to believe what it is. But if you come at them like this, well, you make them say, yeah, once they get done sharing their opinion, like what she just did, then we be like, okay, I accept that, but what do you think of this and stuff like that? You might be able to spark something in their head that they never thought before because you are able to reach them by being respectful and hearing them out.
Right.
Like, I love a lot of my people, family members and stuff like that, man, but that's how they are. If you don't agree with them, they want to just cut you off and try to tell you this is what it is, and they're going to get their points out. I'll sit there and listen to them, right? I'll listen to them. And then when it's my turn to speak, the moment I say one thing that they don't like, they cut you back off, go back to talking, and then they want to end it all together and say, let's just not talk about it. I'm talking about consistently. That's how it is. So basically, you're closing yourself off from, obtaining more knowledge that you might need to know. But yeah, he referred to him as Christ, and that's what I refer to him as well. I don't really get too caught up in the names and stuff like that. I just say Christ because that's what we're trying to accomplish, the Christ consciousness. Right. And that's when the last figure that's supposed to come, it's supposed to bring the consciousness back from the Christ.
Yeah.
And that's what he was referring to. And that's a different being from what we would call Jesus or Yahshua or whatever you refer to call him.
Emmanuel for me, and I can show y'all that name in scripture.
Yeah.
But not to get churchy on y'all. Yeah.
When you think of Jesus come to free us from the Pharisees, too many Pharisees with too many rules, he said, believe with the faith of a mustard seed and acknowledge him. That's the church had many rules.
Uh-huh.
there's not much I believe in belief doesn't require critical thought or evidence. Belief has. Let me ask you this, Ryan. Do you am I saying it right? Is it Ryan?
I
I
see.
think.
I see. Yeah, the first three letters is RYA, so I just cut it short at Raya.
But were you where did you grow up at? If you don't mind me asking, like, were you Christian? Did you grow up maybe possibly atheist, Buddhism, or whatever?
That's a good point. Ali made too. Raya. Oh, Ryan. So it is Ryan. You had it right, Jamie. But it's an I in there. That I threw us off. Okay, it's Ryan. All right. All I
Okay.
see, the life you lead shows the God you serve. Do not have to open your. That's real spill right there. All I see. You always come through with good comments. The
Yeah.
life you lead
Okay.
shows the God you serve. You do not have to open your mouth. People will see it. Yeah, wow. Yeah, my bad, y'all.
But yeah, Baptist isn't too much. It's pretty much Christian. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I started off Baptist.
yeah. For me, we was I grew up Kojic, Church of God in Christ.
So Ryan in DC, Nation Capital. All right.
But anyways, though, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the last part. I mean, to the next one. I'm sorry, not the last, but the next one. So, Devil's Playground, and what I'm meaning by this Devil's Playground, I think when it comes to a lot of, I was looking at a lot of stories and stuff like that, and Taj, you used to work in the music industry, right?
Yeah.
And you might know a little something about this, but I was just listening. I was looking on YouTube, and it was this guy that was talking about how a lot of artists basically sell themselves to the devil
Mm-hmm.
by many different ways. Not necessarily always, some people would automatically think blood sacrifices and stuff like that, which I think do exist, but that's not what we're talking about. But he was saying like basically the label puts you in a vice grip by getting you to purchase a bunch of things and stuff like that, but you not knowing in your contract that it's saying you have to pay all that shit back. And what they'll do is they'll get you in a stronghold to the point that you're in so much debt that you can't get out, and they practically own you.
Mm-hmm.
And all the money that you're getting from all the songs and stuff like that you put out, they getting all that money. You ain't getting a dime. All you got is fame. Did that shit to a lot of people. Of course, a lot of these Jewish people have done this to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So basically, I think with certain things, matter of fact, the movie shit, not Jordan Peele. I'm tripping. The same Black Panther. The
Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners. But I'm talking about the one who wrote Sinners. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Ryan Coogler, right? Shit. Yeah. But that's basically what he was kind of talking about in the movie Sinners. I think us as Black people, we do that too much. We play a lot in the devil's playground, and then we get caught up. And that's basically what that movie was kind of, highlighting.
Yeah.
That the odds of you going out, and if you're going out partying and doing stuff like that with other people in groups where especially if these people are not necessarily righteous people, but you thinking it's okay to party with them and drink and all that, and nothing's gonna happen. Oh, I know what I believe in. But I think a lot of people get caught up when it comes to that. So this is kind of like for people that got aspirations to do certain things, especially if you work in entertainment, such as I do, Taj do, anybody else that got aspirations to doing it, especially in those fields. playing around in those playing around in those circles that you know might come back and bite you ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to. I was going to talk on this one very briefly. He said, "Yes, I believe it. It is blood contracts on your lineage to what to that what y'all are breaking from now. Speaking of, it's not just the rich in these contracts. Them strongholds must be broken."
That's hell right there, being under a damn curse. It sounds like she's pretty much talking about like having a curse in your lineage. That could be a condition of hell right there.
Yeah,
UAN.
that's what it is. That's what hell is, really.
Yeah.
Talia, you still there? She ain't spoken a minute. My
I'm
bad.
here.
What'd you say?
I'm here.
Okay, so right now, I can. I mean, if you want to ask me very briefly, I can answer you. Go ahead, because I ain't got a lot of people up in here right to this Sundays for the dry. So go ahead. You can go ahead and ask. I'll answer it. Um, I'll go ahead and give her a little bit of time on that, and I'll converse on that quickly. Yeah, we respect and appreciate yours as well. Okay, well, you can ask me it towards the end, whichever you want to do. But anyway, what do y'all feel about basically for people that do that? Because it tells us if you're a Bible reader, it tells you love not the world nor what's in it. And I think that particular scripture is very important, and it's talking about this here. What this topic is basically, because I know a lot of people, like especially in college. This is one girl that I know, and I didn't ever judge her, although she judged me all the time. Because when I told her I wasn't Christian, they just automatically assumed, oh, he don't believe in God. Oh, he don't believe he's an atheist. They automatically assumed that, and I'm talking about a lot of people did that, not just her. But like it's just crazy how quick they are to judge you just because you don't believe in what they believe. But at the same time, they drinking, they listening to crazy music. Like I might get cooked a little bit for this, but they listening to Beyonce, they listening to Sierra, and I'm pretty sure now they listen to the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions. I mean, if you really supposed to be a follower of Christ like you claim to be, or let's say in their case Jesus, you don't supposed to be listening to shit like that. See, they think they can be on both sides, and that goes to another phase of playing in the devil's playground because they don't understand how powerful the frequencies are of music. You listening to that bullshit, you taking that, you listen to it as much, you're gonna eventually get that in your head and you're gonna bring that to something else. Like say you're in a relationship and you got them talking about how they don't need a man. Oh, I can do this on my own and all that. You listen to that shit enough, you're gonna eventually, and it goes for the fellas too. If you constantly listening to niggas talking about, oh, F these bitches, get your money. I'm selling drugs and I'm doing that. That shit gonna rub off on you. I'm an example of it. When I used to listen to, like, I don't say this before, but those of y'all that don't know, I'm a hardcore Tupac fan. One part in my life, I literally became that. I'm so serious.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you can't do both. Like you can't try to want to live that type of life and then go and listen to that stuff and consume it. And this is not just from a spiritual or religious standpoint. I think it goes with life, period. If you want to have a healthy relationship and you want, you want to have a good marriage or whatever, you can't be listening to shit like that. That's why if you pay attention, bro, I'm gonna go to a time where I wasn't even born yet, but still, if you pay attention throughout the years, the worse the music got, the worse marriages, the more marriages started to decline. Let's go to, we can start at the 80s, you know what I'm saying? We can start at the 90s, whatever. I would love to start in the 90s because I was born in the 90s. But, the music was talking about love, how much they cared about each other, things of that nature, right? And then the 2000s hit. That's when the era first started touching on, other things outside of, outside of just love each other. That's when Beyonce coming out saying, I can have another you in a minute and shit like that, right? Sierra talking about like a boy. Sierra talking about, songs like that started coming out. And then you got the 50 Cent songs talking about the, in the club, taking you to the candy shop. You got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the 2000s, but it wasn't as bad in 2000. 2000 still had good music. And then that's when the 2010s hit. That's when it really went down. And the marriages rate also took a mean nosedive. And that's just showing you, that's more testament of how powerful this shit is. If you listen all the time, bro, it's gonna affect you.
Yeah. Ali going off in the comment section. Ali say Beyonce and Ciara married. Ain't doing none of what they said. I heard that. Keep going, Jeff.
And then this is the thing, like the men. This is why I can't stand the niggas that what they did. The male rappers that did this. The ones in the 2000s is really when this started. They have these women with big butts in their music videos, right? They shaking their ass and stuff out in the music video. And that's then, of course, in the 2010s, 20s, that we get the era of women wanting to get a BBL, right? And now that they, getting a BBL, they primarily messing up their body first off. And then on top of that, they don't even understand that most men not looking for a woman with a BBL. I'm not saying no men aren't attracted to that, but what you're doing is you're raising your value as far as men want to desire you sexually, not to wife you. Because if you pay attention, these same men, rappers, that have all these rappers and singers, that have all these women with big butts in their music video. Usher, Chris Brown, shit, we can throw 50 Cent out there, Gucci Mane, all these folks and stuff. I'm just throwing names out there. If you look at they women don't have that. They women are fit, pretty women, pretty fit, feminine women. They're not wiping that. They're fooling you to be that, making you believe that's what these rich men want, the men that you desire and want, but that's not what it is. It's all illusion. And that's what it touches. That's what, digging on the devil's playground does to you. You listening and consuming that music, and it's fucking you up. And it's the same with television as well. I mean, I can't let television get out the hook. Obviously, they doing their damage. We knew growing up in the 90s, we had cartoons where it was funny, it made sense, you know what I'm saying? it was never super sexual and stuff like that. And it's the same way with our other shows. Like we had well, Nickelodeon had some in there, but it wasn't nearly as bad as now. Like they throwing homosexuality up in everything and stuff like that. And like I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. This is no attack on homosexuality. You do what you do. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But at the same time, what I do stand for is I'm always going to be against pushing it on children. I don't fuck with nobody. You don't push it on children. You allow them to become an adult. Then let them make their decision. You're right. Ain't nothing like the 90s for sure. You said try to prove they have money for surgery.
Yeah, I was gonna read that comment too. That's my first time hearing that angle. So really, they trying to flex on other chicks, trying to show they got money, and that's my first time hearing.
Crazy. Why are y'all sisters so competitive with each other like that? Talia, you want to answer that?
I can't answer that because I don't give a fuck what the next bitch got going on.
I heard that.
Only concern is my kids.
Straight up.
And that's good.
Yeah, for real.
This dude I'm dealing with now, he met my kids. Well, I already told y'all my older kid's father was murdered. So the father of my younger kids is the only dude that the older kids know. Anybody else come in the middle of the night and be gone by the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. My whole concern with my kids, as long as they good, I'm good. I live in a building with 1,000 bitches. I don't speak to none of them. I go to the bus stop, back in the house. To the bus stop, back in the house.
Talia said, I live in a building with 1,000 bitches and I don't speak to none of them.
Hey, what's up, though, Darla? It's been a while since I've seen you on the channel.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. And I thought I was antisocial. I hear you, though. I hear you. Oh, shit.
Exactly, Ali. Beyonce and Sierra are both married and ain't doing none of that shit they said. 100% true.
I missed it. Who said?
You said what?
None of what she said. None of what they said. Who's they? I missed it.
Beyonce and Sierra. She's saying basically all the shit that they sung songs about, they're not actually doing that shit.
Oh, okay.
Say biggest songs is, irreplaceable, right? She said famously, I can have another you in a minute. In fact, he'll be here in a minute. That nigga Jay-Z absolutely cheated on her. Where your other? I ain't seen him yet.
That was after Blue Ivy. He had them put one in her.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And we know Beyonce is top tier. Everybody,
She might have made that pivot if Jay hadn't put Blue Ivy in her. So that's you know what I mean? What you think? If Jay would have cheated on Beyonce before Blue Ivy?
Nope.
All right.
Because one thing I do know about women is they have a hard time leaving a man of that caliber. Because they're going to always remember, that goes back to what I said at the beginning. They're typically, women are going to try to attach themselves to the highest top tier men that they can attach themselves to. Odds of her, even with her being Beyonce, the odds of her finding another man and starting over the same level of Jay-Z or higher is low. Because Jay-Z is up there.
Yeah.
She like, I'm better. I was just sticking it out with this.
I hear you.
Beyonce is actually a smart woman. She ain't finna fuck up her marriage and her life because of that shit. She's actually smart for that. Even though a lot of people want agree, But yeah, she did the right thing. Stay with your man, work it out. Maybe set boundaries that maybe probably is between just them that only they know about. Like who knows? Maybe Beyonce might got a side piece. She might do. I don't know. But you know, she's like, look, we're gonna stick this out. But this and this gotta happen. And you know, they probably had some terms. But like I said, the odds of now if you now that would he would have just been a scrub. Yeah, Beyonce would have had another one in a forget a minute. She would have had another one in a second. But you know, Jay-Z is a very high top tier dude. She ain't finna just leave that nigga like that. He got to be beating her ass and maybe a threat to her kids for him to leave. Her to leave.
Yeah. Jamie, I was tempted to send you a video. It might have been yesterday of a chick who had just got married, and she was straight up stunting on other chicks. And it reminded me of that segment we had where
it was last time.
Yeah, like that's half the reason.
That's the flex. That's the flex.
Yeah, bro, I was so tempted to send you that video. If I come across it again, I'm gonna send it to you. But it kind of proved the point that was being made in that last show we did. Well, I would say 50% of the reason they want to get married is to flex floss on other chicks.
And in order to be able to flex on another chick, you got to make sure you got the highest tier man that you can get. So once you do get that, you're gonna really just divorce him like that and have to start over, knowing how much work you had to put in just to get him. It's stupid. Only stupid women do that. I'm sorry. You only now if this nigga just a regular nigga and stuff like that, then maybe it's different. You might can go and find somebody because he ain't he regular. Or let's say, like I said, if he beating your ass or a threat to your kids or something like that. Those are times where even with his high class, stature, you can leave. But like, okay, he fucked another bitch. Whoop the do. You still well taken care of. You still Mrs. Carter. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Nephew Ghostin said, this Sunday isn't dry, bro. Keep doing your thing. I fought with these lives heavy. I wish you would do 2 a week or continue the Wednesday lives you used to do with Taj. All right, Jamie. They want your boy back on Wednesday. This figure something out.
Where's that at? I don't even see that. I missed
that. It's at the top of my screen. It's the top comment. That's the
Wednesday.
What you think, Talia?
I like apps too.
Oh, you like them too? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do more of them. It's just like I said, I want to build a bigger option for this particular segment. I kind of was planning on doing maybe more than one of them once we built a bigger audience, because this is one that I do with an actual panel every time. So it's it's different from my after hour lives and stuff like that where I do TV shows, because I can do those by myself. But I need a panel for these kind of. So yeah. If I can get a consistent people that can they all right with doing it twice a week, then I'll do that. But it's crazy. I still don't see ghosts.
Talia already on the panel. Is Ali all I see for me open to that, like coming up?
I don't know. I tell you gotta ask her that. I mean, we spoke a little bit on that.
Right, you're right. I'm asking you like she's not in the comment section. Because I'm not gonna lie, from day one you brought me on, all I see been coming with it. Like I mean, everybody too. I think D back in the house too. She must have changed her
Yeah, Ali, my girl for sure. Ali,
Yeah, Ali been coming with the whole time. Like from way back when we was doing the Reparation Wednesdays. So
we ain't got that much in here. We ain't got that many people in it, but I can go ahead and just put it out there. Shit, Ali and Talia are some of my two favorite.
Yeah, Talia too. I remember Talia, but I didn't mention Talia because she already on the panel now. But as far as like when you don't have Cairo or Solo.
Yeah.
If I was in the producer chair, I would say, hey, pull up Talia and Ali because they come with it. D good too. D was missing the action for a while. but she back. Darla 712. That's D, right? The one that say Darla 712. Does that look like D from the profile pic?
Hold on, I see something interesting. Ryan said. She said Beyonce is the breadwinner. They're probably living separately. Jay is currently going around the world looking for money. No one is messing with him like that because of his gambling problems. Well, that's something that I don't know if I can actually see to be the truth. Because I know when you look them up, Jay-Z is worth more than that.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't he like a billionaire?
Yeah, not only just a billionaire, Jay-Z's have about close to 3 billion. Beyonce just became a billionaire.
But not in liquid cash. Beyonce got $1 billion liquid cash. So I think that's what Ryan trying to say.
No.
Right? Ryan said Beyonce is the breadwinner. And if you're talking, all right, so the question becomes who can pull $1 billion out their bank account? Who would y'all if we take this to Vegas, who y'all betting on? Who could pull $1 billion?
I don't think, first and foremost, I don't think neither one can. But I know for damn sure she can.
You said she can or can't?
Can't.
And you think Jay can?
Became a billionaire, bro. That is net worth. That's not liquid money.
She just became a billionaire according to Forbes. She been a billionaire according to her dad. Her dad announced that like 2 years ago.
Right. I was paying attention to them for a while. I remember I looked this shit up probably a year ago. A year ago, 2 at the absolute most. Beyonce was worth, because I remember we were doing the comparison between Beyonce and Rihanna, because Rihanna had just become a billionaire. At that time, Beyonce was only worth $400 million.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay-Z at that time was like 1.2 billion. So together they were worth about close to 2 billion.
So all right, so for example, Kanye is no longer a billionaire because of what? Because Adidas dropped the account, right?
Yeah, it's net worth. It's not liquid.
Right. So that's the point that's being made.
What I'm saying is right now, Beyonce is net worth. She don't have that liquid. She don't have $1 billion she can pull out.
And you think her husband do?
No, I said I don't think neither one of them can.
All right. So
what I said is if one of them could, I would say Jay-Z can pull out more out the bank than she can.
All right. I'm not here to count nobody else's pockets, but it makes for good conversation. But that from some sources I've heard from, that's the difference. They're saying, and that's why I use Kanye as an example.
I agree. Beyonce is working, but see, Jay-Z is and Beyonce absolutely elevated him.
Yeah.
50 Cent used to talk about this a lot. I agree with that one.
Still do.
Jay-Z was smart to do this. He knew Beyonce was on her way up. He attached himself to her and used that as a way to bring himself up. I agree with that 100%.
Well, to be fair, I used to be a big Jay-Z fan. He helped her too, because when they linked up in 2003, he arguably was bigger than her when he linked up.
He was during that time, yeah.
So you can't say she made him. I mean, just being fair. I'm just being
No. I didn't say she. Let me get some clarification. I'm not saying she made him. No, I'm saying she elevated him. Which she did.
Elevated Jay. How did she elevate?
They both elevated each other.
Hey, this fall in the category of gossip, but fuck it, let's do it. How did she elevate him when he was bigger than her when they met? So Jay, the impression I get from Jay, he's the type of guy that kind of exalts his lady. Like, no, I want my lady to shine. I want the world to see I got the bad. What's his rap line? The baddest chick in the game, wearing my chain. He telling you right there, look, nigga, top that.
So now, currently, Jay-Z is worth $2.5 billion USD. And if you look it up, Beyonce just became a billionaire, like I said.
Okay.
Net worth.
But I'm saying, and I'll leave it alone here. And I think somebody in the comment section mentioned how Beyonce is working more, right? Her tours haven't stopped. Thanks, Ryan. That's the point I was about to make. Her tours haven't stopped.
Doesn't mean anything.
So
the fact that she's going on tour proves my point. Y'all don't even get it.
Jamie, her going on tour, those are direct deposits in her account. Again, we're not pocket watching neither one of them. But though when that tour money goes right into your account, you having a deal with Rock Nation, that's why I use Kanye, for example. When Adidas dropped him, he went from a billionaire to a millionaire. Mm-hmm. So that shows you that he had access to and they said that Forbes in particular, they'll do stuff like that. As long as you worth $1 million, they'll go ahead and give you that status. Okay, Kanye's a billionaire. But as soon as Adidas froze that account, so that's all I'm saying. And I hope neither one of them watch this segment either. I don't need them trying to block out. Them niggas over there counting our money or watch this.
Right. Ain't nobody counting money. All I'm saying is that I think she helped elevate him by having her attached to him, just like as he did her.
Help me understand that part. How did she help elevate him? He blew her up. So after Aaliyah passes away, coming from God bless her soul, coming from behind, Beyonce takes off. Who does she hook up with after?
Because it's been historically proven that a man with a nice, high caliber wife attached to him, marriage, is going to receive way more deals in the business world.
No dispute.
And married to a good woman than he would without it. That's
no rebuttal. No rebuttals for that. None. Yeah. I fully agree with that. It's like you said.
He elevated her because of his status and who he was. It blew her career.
So now we on the same page. That's the point I was making, that he elevated her.
But I don't get where the dispute was. My claim was always they elevated each other.
I think earlier you were saying she elevated him. Now she might have surpassed him, but it wasn't until he got with her. Beyonce had competition before she got with Jay-Z.
Absolutely. Aaliyah was going to be top down. We know that.
Exactly. So, who knows how that could have went if they didn't hook up. But I mean, it's just good conversation. I was saying, I think they definitely complimented each other. But him hooking up with her and being the type of guy, and I do admire that part of his character, that he was secure enough for his lady to be put on a pedestal to the world and have confidence.
Nah, she said Ike and Tina. Actually, in that way, I elevated Tina.
Ryan said, "Bae even made the song, Let Me Upgrade You." Uh-oh. And coupled with the most powerful artist elevates him. That's D. Destiny Child was a global before Jay. Damn, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
But she wasn't a single. See, you're bringing up a group that's just like saying,
I don't know about that.
Was big before Michael Jackson. Which one was bigger?
Ryan got me thinking.
Jackson is bigger than the Jackson 5.
Right, Michael Jackson is bigger than Jackson, but I think the point Ryan trying to make is that the money was already flowing when Michael was with the Jackson 5. The money was coming in the same way.
My point was, I said that Beyonce already had, we know she had a name for herself before that. But did she get bigger when she got with Jay-Z? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that. I think you and me got our signals crossed as far as saying who helped who elevate, and then Ryan came in and stirred the pot, talking about Beyonce. He said, "Let me upgrade you."
Trust me. I mean,
that's a good receipt Ryan pulled off for your point, Jamie. That was she the one who
she upgraded him? Absolutely. He was already up there, but she upgraded
him. Yeah, can't get around that. He never came back to check that line, so.
He knew that. Jay-Z's a smart dude, bro. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's like, bro, I'm about to get one of the most beautiful women in the world that's rich, got clout. She about to be on top of the world soon. Man, I'm winning. I'm sitting here ugly as hell looking like a cow.
Yeah. Right. But to Ali's point, secure or strategic, it was secure because if you're insecure, you're not trying to showboat your girl like that because you might be insecure that somebody can take her from you. So that shows his confidence right there. Like Jay always rap from a braggadocious, point of view. Like, he the top nigga in America. Ain't nobody, he got the president on speed dial, shit like that. So
absolutely, what D is saying is the truth. Absolutely, that's what Jay-Z did. He made sure when Beyonce had some major competition coming in, he took their ass out. Made sure they. I'm not saying that he allegedly,
y'all going too deep.
assassinated somebody. I'm talking about like as far as like making sure their career didn't go too far, so that she wouldn't have that much. Make sure nobody challenged her throne.
Let UAN power up enough to get some security before we go stirring pots like that. Now y'all go. But no, the facts are the facts, though. I mean, God bless her soul, man. I miss Aaliyah. Aaliyah was a sweet soul.
I wouldn't even talk about Aaliyah.
Oh, my bad.
It's been alleged that she did that he did that to Carrie Hilton because Carrie Hilton was a threat.
Oh,
it's been alleged that it happened with Rihanna. So I mean, there's a couple of them out there, and obviously both of them are still alive. It just their careers didn't go as far. Now Rihanna did pretty well with her career, of course. Right. But Carrie Hilton, she just fell off the face of that.
Let me know if the echo kick in. I just plugged in. I'm down to like 20%. Talia, you still there?
No, I ain't no echo.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead and head to the next one though. I'm sounding like I'm hearing a fire detector now though.
That's the echo.
No, it was like a little, like I said, how when that fire detector need to be changed, smoke detector. But anyways, it's gone now. So here's the next topic, people. I got this one because I was looking at it's crazy. This is new page, right? That I discovered on Instagram. And basically this dude goes down the line and keeps talking about how all the food that we're eating and how bad it is for us and stuff like that, especially fast food, which unfortunately I know a lot of our brothers and sisters consume. And bruh, it is crazy. Because so here's some numbers for you. They said that McDonald's, right? McDonald's, they sell, I think the number was 6.6 million burgers a day. 6.6 a day, not a month, not a year, a day.
A day. Yeah.
And it just got to open the question to where the hell they getting the meat from? Because there's not that many cows in the world.
Right.
And people are not questioning that. And then some people go as far as saying, I don't care. I'm still going to eat it. And it gets deeper because it was this girl that was eating a McRib or some shit she was eating. And it was this restaurant, I want to say it was McDonald's, but it may have been another restaurant. But she was eating it. And you could literally see the whole grill of her human mouth. Like you could see the teeth were still attached to it. She did a video on it. She was so mad. Like she was like, bro, I'm sitting here eating this meat. And I keep going. I look at it and I found a whole human mouth. And she showed it to us.
Damn.
The teeth attached to it. And then basically that same dude was showing, he said the McRibs that McDonald's have is human ribs. And also you can look this up. Germany, because they typically don't do this in overseas, but it was a certain McDonald's or a certain area of McDonald's in Germany. They said that it was starting to become a little too expensive, to keep using real beef. So they started he had this facility where they was going to funeral homes, getting the dead bodies from there and using human meat, and they got flapped and went to jail. So that's the shit that we're facing and that's the reason why I think another cause of why we so toxic, why we so fucked up. Because let's be real, I think it's fair to say our community is eating that stuff more than any other group, right? If anybody got a rebuttal today, you can let me know. But I think it's fair to say our community eats it the most. And you know that saying of "you are what you eat." Those spirits. I wish that's why I kind of wish Kyra was on this segment. She would be really good at this because she would cook on this because you eating stuff that, like, for instance, that person that you might be eating, that human meat that you might be eating may have died tragically. And then, you know, it could be spirits attached to that meat that you eating. So now the nigga that you eating, he ended up getting, you know, drowned to death or something like that. So he got trauma, mad. His spirit is in that meat that you eating, and he getting off in you and making your you know, spirit, got your pH level down and off and all that. And that's another reason why we're so messed up as a community, because we're keep consuming all this toxic food. Like me personally, I don't eat any of that shit. So I ask to exclude myself from that. But it's crazy, bro. China been making fake food? Yeah, we got that going on too. I think we all probably done got victims of eating fake food that's been grown in the labs. But what I'm talking about is they're actually feeding us human meat.
Hey, you gotta laugh, just not cry about it, man. But, hey.
It's sad, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember that video, D. It's a dude, he did an update. I know a dude who did one not too long ago as well. It's crazy that they use toxic chemicals that makes the stuff don't even mold. Like it don't mold, it don't disintegrate. So it's crazy. He had a Big Mac. I think he had a Whopper, and he had another burger from Five Guys. And what he did was he left it sitting out for a month. The Five Guys burger and the Whopper looked at disgusting, smelled awful. He said and he threw them out. But you looked at that damn Big Mac, it still looked like you could take a bite. The bread, the meat, all of it didn't mold. So think about it. If something is able to last that long and you're digesting that shit, you cooked. Yeah, exactly. They'll tell you that they cremated the bodies, but in actuality, they're sorting them away for human consumption. That's what they're doing with it. And I'm happy to say with McDonald's, because I knew McDonald's was bad. I just knew it. I'm happy to say I haven't eaten McDonald's in over 15 years. I won't say 25. 15
What
years.
about the fries? Not even the fries?
No, absolutely not.
Wow, salute. But them fries get me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I won't eat nothing. I won't even drink water from McDonald's.
That's crazy.
Because it's funny. I remember when we used to do SRO, right?
Yeah.
So one of the shows I used to go to a lot was Steve Harvey, right?
Yep.
Steve Harvey, yeah, you know we used to do Steve Harvey. I don't know if you was so happy to be there this day when he told this joke or not, but basically he was talking and he said that it's something up with them McDonald's fries. He was like, he said, they like, man, I'm telling you, when them things are hot, they be good, but when they get cold, they start to get, it taste as well.
Yeah.
But he was like, he remember one day he was eating some fries in his car. And he dropped a few. He dropped one of them, and he couldn't find it, so he just left it in there. He said one day, like maybe a month later or so, he was cleaning out his car and he found the fry. And he said, "Don't you know it looked the exact same way that it looked when I dropped it?" And he was like, and the craziest part is, had it been hot, I probably would have ate it. That shit was funny, but at the same time, bro, it's crazy that this is the food that they're pushing to.
Yeah. Yep.
When I go to the cancer center, there are all people, any race, all ages. It's the food we all consume. Yeah, that's what majority of the health problems are coming from. It's the food.
No doubt. No doubt about it.
Like even Cardi B, matter of fact, I actually seen a video not too long ago. Cardi B talking about when she was overseas. I can't remember what country she said she was in, but she was like, she went over there, she had some KFC, she had some McDonald's, and she was like, it was so fresh, it was good. And she didn't have to go to the bathroom shortly after do it, and she go back to America and eat it, and she got to take a dump all the time. So she was even talking about how the food is much different. And I think at this point, people are much aware of it, And Dr. Sebi's son, I didn't watch the whole interview yet. That's another thing I'm probably going to watch tonight. But he actually kind of spoke on this. He was saying that he believed all Black people in America are in danger because everything that they're giving us here is poison. The water, the obviously the fruits, even the fruits now is there. You got ugly ass Bill Gates putting vaccines in fruit and vegetables. Yeah. That is insane.
Yeah. Hey, if they can't deport us, they got to come up with something. Damn, we can't deport the American Negroes. So this how we'll get them. So yeah, we always been public enemy number one.
I learned not too long ago that you shouldn't eat anything that has enriched on the label. That means they took out the wheat germ, and replaced with something synthetic so that it doesn't spoil. Damn. I never didn't know that, but hey, you just taught me something there, D. I didn't know that.
Not saying that.
McDonald's all over the world, big giveaway. It's not that good to be all over. And like I said, 6.6 million a day. If y'all can let me know where all them damn cows is at, then we'll be able to like maybe consider that possibly it could be safe for human consumption. But this is the thing: there is no way that they're finding that many cows on the damn planet. 6.6 million. That means you would have to have billions upon billions of cows, maybe even trillions, to be able to. Because think about it, McDonald's, it got to be trillions. That means you would have to have trillions of cows just to even make that close to being possible. Think about this. If McDonald's is getting 6.6 a day, that means millions of cows got to be killed a day. And that's just McDonald's. You ain't counting Wendy's. You ain't counting Burger King. You're not counting Five Guys, Checkers, all the other places that sell burgers. And you're not counting just your local restaurants that have burgers or stores that have it. It's not that much beef around the world to be able to do that.
Wow.
Food deserts in our communities produce doesn't last. Yeah, our produce don't last long at all. Kennedy don't want us to have vaccines either. Yeah, and you know that this is kind of going towards another direction, but I'm gonna say it. I always thought it was crazy for the people that hated RFK for what he was saying about the health of the Americans. Like that let me know even more that how loyal our people are to the Democratic community, like to the Democrats. You're mad at him because he's saying he wants to make the food healthier so that we can have healthier children. He even said that, when it comes to, I don't know how deep y'all are into this the digital IDs thing, but RFK was saying when they introduce this to us as the people need to resist it and don't accept it. That's the only way we can fight it. Enough of us need to say no because they're already doing it in Europe. It's going to make its way here eventually. And it's crazy. I don't really want to touch on this too much because I'm a believer of frequencies. And I think if you talk about something enough, it can become a reality. And that's what they did with COVID. I think they put so much fear into it that it became much worse than what it would have been if people would have just not, not fell for the fear monger tactic that they put in place to make us believe, oh, this stuff is so dangerous, you better take the vaccine. And then you know what's crazy? Ugly ass Bill Gates, that mind is hell. That mind got so far as he said that the COVID vaccine was just a tester for the next real pandemic that they got coming, and they want to basically implant these digital ID shit that he's talking about. It was a tester to see how the people would respond to this. And now that you know that they were able to get billions of people to take it, they were like, we unleash an even worse pandemic after that. They're going to take this next one that we have. That interview with Dr. Sebi's grandson was really informative, and the tea he dropped about some of the celebrities was something else too. So, D, that's probably the same one I'm speaking of. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm going to watch that probably tonight. That, along with the Bill Carson one, like I was talking about, I'm gonna look at both of them and do some reaction videos to it. We don't have enough farmers and ranchers to help produce nothing. That's true. So much of the food we eat is banned in other countries. Absolutely. Talia, you got anything you want to say about this food that the consumption they're doing? I mean, I know it's no judgment. I know some of us probably actually eat that shit, but
Who no, I don't eat no McDonald's. Me and my kids we eat fish, but I'm done none of that.
it's good to hear. I wish a lot of us would get to that point where we say, like, leave McDonald's alone, leave all that shit alone, but especially McDonald's.
Last time I ate McDonald's, I was pregnant with my son, and he about to be 16.
Mm.
Oh, shit. So close to around the same time as me.
Yeah, don't
Wow.
fuck with that. And even then, that was the first time I even had a Big Mac, and I ain't ate one since.
Mm.
I ain't eat that since at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit. All right, so here we'll go ahead and go to the last one. And this one is the Black Reinvention. Now, this is probably my favorite topic here. Because This is my favorite one because I think this is something that us as a community need to do more of because we're so hard on ourselves because of what we've been through. I'll elaborate a little bit more on what I mean. Like for instance, if you have a criminal record, too many of us have a hard time, recovering from that because we believe, oh, we have a record. Nobody's going to take us serious. It's too hard and stuff like that. I need to, and that's the reason why most of the time when someone gets a record, they go back. Like even though they already been in jail, they go back because we do know that it is a thing that people don't want to hire felons. That is a thing. But what's important is to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
If you was known, this is the problem. If you was known for robbing people and stuff like that, and or whatever it is that the negative stereotype stain that might be attached to your name, the best way to deal with that is to reinvent yourself with something bigger than what they know you from. Like you can go to another, because come on, how many people that we know, celebrities, they got a lot of bullshit attached to their name. And at that time, when it first happened, they probably got crucified. And then they cool out for a little minute. And then they'll come back later presenting themselves with something else. And we'll just forget all about it. We don't see that shit plenty of time. I can give you a perfect example. Motherfucking Diddy is a perfect example. This nigga kept changing his name. Each time some bullshit happened, what did he do? He switched his goddamn name. This nigga was Puff Daddy. He was Brother Love. He was Diddy. He was P. Diddy. This motherfucker kept switching his name and becoming a new person. He kept reinventing himself. Yeah. And I think us as a black people, we need to learn to do this better. Stop being, because I think we are our own biggest critics. We criticize that we're too hard on ourselves. And not just yourself, too hard on your brother, too hard on your sister, because of whatever it is that they may have done in the past that we can't forgive them for. And I think that's important for us. Because each phase of your life is different. If you're constantly staying to be the same person the entirety of your life, you're doing something wrong. Like you should not be the same person at 30 as you were at 20. You shouldn't be the same person at 30 that you were, at 40 as you were at 30. You're supposed to be growing. But how you do that is constantly reinventing yourself. And I think we struggle with that. We don't know how to do that. You got anything you want to add to that as far as like and I think it goes with not just like with a criminal situation. I use that as an example, but it goes with a lot of different things.
Yeah, it takes the mental strength to do that and the courage. I know people who kind of stuck in the past, and it's like they're in that loop. Well, they say depression is being stuck in the past. Anxiety is looking ahead into the future. And the most healthy mindset you can have is focusing on the present right now. So yeah, the reinvention thing, it's you're right, Jamie. Everybody don't know how to do it, but I think it's important. If you feel like you stuck in the rut, anything is worth just staying stuck in that rut or staying stagnated, whatever it might be. I've done it, I'm gonna say at least 2-3 times when I moved to California.
Mm-hmm.
That was the end of my. I pretty much let the rap stuff go when I was trying to do the. Not trying. I did. I had a real great run in the hip hop rap world from like 2000. I let it go around 2013, 14 because I moved to California in 15. I had a great run. Didn't get the commercial success. But then once my nephews and his little homies started rapping, I said, okay, it's time for me to get out the way. I'm an old head now. Let me get my old ass out the way. You know what I'm saying? Around, if you don't make it by 35, because when you think about it, and you can go through hip hop history, I think the oldest rapper to make it when we finally heard about it, it was 2 Chainz. And I think I know me and Ross was supposed to go in at the same time. Ross made it, so this is like around. I got a song with Ross and everything. So
Yeah, you let me hear it. I remember.
Yep, and he made it in 06. And that was supposed to be like, that's when Jeezy came out too. And I remember Ross being like 30, 31 around that time. But I think 2 Chainz was closer to like 34, 35 when he made it. But usually if you don't make it by then in the hip hop world, if you don't make it by like 35, you know, and I'm not saying anybody should give it up. If you want to keep going, do your thing. But that was my reinvention, was to say, okay, I meant to watch, my nephews and his little homies grow up from little babies to 20-year-old, men. Now they rapping. I was like, okay, let me get out their way. So that's when I moved to California and met Jamie. And that was the process of me reinventing myself into a movie scene producer, a content producer, and stuff like that. So I encourage anybody who may feel like they stuck in a cycle and they really want to get out of it, just throw some shit up against the wall and hope pray it stick and go for it. Because it is. I don't think don't waste your lifetime just staying stuck in the past. I got homeboys, man, just stuck in the 90s. Like, because the 90s was so sweet, y'all. I know some of y'all, Jamie, I know you was born in that decade, but bro, it was so much money in the 90s. Everybody was kind of doing all right. And you got people that's still stuck in that decade. Like, yeah, man, I remember. And at a certain point, if you're trying to grow, you get tired of hearing that shit. Like, hey, yeah, I know, bro, that was in the 90s. Let's create some new memories so we'll have new stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I won't say fell out, but I didn't kind of had to distance myself from certain people because they couldn't get out the past, or to your topic, reinvent themselves. And as we've heard before, you outgrow people sometimes. And so no, I encourage anybody who feel like they stuck to take a shot, reinvent yourself for sure.
Yeah, what kind of brought this topic up? I was listening to. I know some certain ladies isn't a big fan of this guy. I don't know. Maybe the ladies on this channel right now feel differently. Y'all seem like to be not to be as judgmental as some of the others. But Kevin Samuels, I was listening to a video of him, and he was talking about reinventing yourself and how important it was. He was like for men. He was speaking to men particularly when he was saying this. Um, Basically, how we know as men it's hard being a man. It's not easy. Despite contrary of what y'all might think, being a man is hard as that. Because for one thing about being a man is nobody's gonna come to save you. Women, y'all got a lifeline. All you gotta do is have what you have between your legs. Somebody will come and save you. Like the only person that loves you unconditionally as a man is your mama and your sisters. And the only women in your life that love you unconditionally. So you gotta work your ass off to reinvent. Like for instance, like if you get a bad breakup or some shit like that, um, change some shit up and stuff like that. Like one thing that I think I'm gonna get into because that's something I think I want to do this year. First and foremost, before I touch on that, I think what's important is to own what has happened. Because I think too many of us try to ignore and deny certain things that has happened. Like Kevin gave an example of this. He was talking about, and I thought this was a great way to describe this. I'm pretty sure a majority of us have seen the movie 8 Mile with Eminem in it, right?
Yeah.
You remember doing the iconic rap battle. One of the iconic rap battles he had in the movie. He basically, I'm a paraphrase, I don't know the exact words, but he was basically saying all the stuff that was said about him. He said, "Yeah, I am the white trash. Yeah, my mom, is this and that and that. My girl did that. Now to go ahead and tell them, something they don't know about." He basically gave all the shit up. So that now that all of that has been put out there, he was honest about it. You can't attack him now. Right. So now it ain't nowhere to go but up. So if you own what your mistakes has been and admit, like, damn, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, but I'm gonna take that shit to the chin so that I can move forward. Go to the gym, work out, get my physique up. Like that's something that I'm, definitely planning to do this year is to, get more fit. That's one of my things that's on my bucket list to, be able to do. That's a reinvention in yourself. Like, uh, the next time somebody see you and stuff like that, and they be like, damn, that man done worked out. He got himself looking good. His money up and stuff like that. Like, who used to talk about this? Somebody used to talk about this. Jay-Z, actually, I think, said this. Leaving basically to fall off the face of the earth. Basically, don't go out and stuff like that for a few months. And just get on your grind. Focus on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And then allow the world to see you later. I think getting yourself out of that spotlight sometimes is a good thing because it makes the world wonder, damn, what happened to whoever. Then when you do show up, damn, that's what all he did, or that's what all she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Michael Jordan. The reason why Michael Jordan always be fireworks whenever he surfaces because Michael Jordan is not always in the media. He's very limited to what part of his life that he lets you see. So when he do show up, everybody's there listening because they're curious of what is Michael Jordan up to. So, I think we got to learn to build better. Stop being so hard on ourselves. Like for me, I'm still striving to, get my films out there and stuff like that. And I got some ultimate goals that I'm not going to share on this channel. But, being in the film world and stuff is absolutely something I want to do. Produce some movies, TV shows, get bigger in this YouTube stuff and stuff like that. And then that ultimately support my biggest goal. But, YouTube, bro, like the reinvention, I honestly, 5 years from now, I never thought I'd be working YouTube. I didn't really have a real desire, but it stumbled on my lap. And I'm not trying to brag on here, but I got some pretty good results rather faster than a lot of people that do the same thing. And sometimes that should be hard for me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Be hard as hell. Like certain days I don't be wanting to do nothing and stuff like that. Be dry and stuff. And then like when the stuff is not hitting, like when you be having them dry periods and stuff like that, and then hitting like that, you be like, bro, why not constantly, trying with this shit? But people on the channel, encourage me and stuff like that. Like shout out to Heaven. He hit me up randomly in the DM sometimes, tell me to keep going. You're gonna be big. So you tell me that shit like randomly, like maybe so often, like maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months or so. He'll hit me up in the DM and say that. And that shit, he don't understand how much that shit makes me keep going. You feel me? So that's another thing I encourage us as people to do. When you trying to accomplish something, find your group, find your village, your people that really fuck with you and support you and hold on to them. Support them in whatever it is they trying to do. Because y'all gonna, a lot of the times, unfortunately, it's not gonna be your family. It's not gonna be people close to you. The strangers that you get to know and become family be your biggest supporters. And that's sad, but it's reality.
It's reality for sure. You're gone.
Yeah, so Talia, you want to share something?
I didn't hear some of that, but huh?
Basically, I was just saying, ooh, but basically, I was saying to pretty much um, reinvent ourselves and not be so hard on ourselves and find you. And when you find out what it is that you really want to do, find your tribe that really do support you. And unfortunately, a lot of the times it don't be your family. Like some of the times your family can be a actually they could end up damaging you. I got to go back to Steve Harvey with this. Steve Harvey used to talk about this shit. He used to get his speech cut out. One thing I'll get at nigga Steve Harvey, he's very good at motivational speech. I swear to God. So he used to always say, be careful who you tell your dreams to. And that shit is so true. Because let's say you're really close with, or let's say you got a really good relationship with it can be your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, or whoever. It can be just a friend. And let's say you got aspirations. I'm gonna use YouTube for an example. Although it may look easy, folks don't know YouTube is tough. Like Ali, she's aspiring and she's getting, she's a becoming YouTube. She can test and subscribe to this. YouTube is hard. So you need so if you tell somebody, hey, yeah, I'm gonna try to be a top streamer or something like that. I think I can really do this. I think I'm good at that. And that person that you look at to be a, a friend, you feel me, or family, they tell you, man, you can't do that. You know how hard that shit is. That stuff is like, bro, that's like 1 in a million. Like, bro, how many big time YouTubers you know? They say so much to you to the point that since you value what that person thinks, you second guessing what your dream and your vision has already been sent to you. God didn't made them give that to you. It did. I mean, to them, He gave it to you, and now you cheating yourself because you don't told that shit to the wrong person. So you gotta be careful with that shit. That's what. So I was just saying, did you have any thoughts on that to leave?
Well, I for sure agree with the what you said about family. Because way back when I was in school, my senior year, I applied to one school. Everybody knew exactly what I was going to do. And I got accepted to that school. It was an art institute in Florida. And
Mm. Yeah. Keep
and my mom, like when I got the acceptance stuff and like all the financial aid stuff, my mom, she refused to fill that shit out. She had
mm,
every excuse. And then she told me to tell my brother's wife to do it. And I'm like, she ain't my fucking mama. Why would I tell her to do it?
right.
So, of course, when the school didn't hear back from me, I ended up getting a letter saying that they gave my spot away. So I was stuck here. And I had all she did was bitch at me because I was always in the house. But I'm like, I'm supposed to be in Florida at school. Fuck you want me to do? So I ended up going to her school because she thought I was just gonna stay here and be her personal hairdresser. And to this day, I don't do her hair. I don't care. I'm not doing your hair. I don't care. And she be mad and she be bitching at me like, you should be doing way better. Okay, well, let's talk about why I'm not. Because I should have been in Florida 16 fucking years ago.
I heard that. Was that Full Sail in Orlando?
It
Or you
was
said
for
Fort Lauderdale?
yeah.
That's where I am right now. Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. Yeah. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. Damn, you right. It is an art institute. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, the only school I applied to because I was like, ain't no backup. This is what I'm doing. And I actually got accepted, but she kicked me from there.
It is an art institute in Fort Lauderdale. You're right. My bad. I was thinking Full Sail, Orlando. Damn, they got a campus and everything too. I've been to the campus before. The art. Yep.
the family.
Now, what were you going to study at the Art Institute? Like music, film, what?
Drawing, painting.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
You do graphic design?
I don't, but I probably could.
If you can draw, yeah. All right, so you were just doing actual natural drawing. And
Yeah.
okay, got it. All right, so there you go. If anybody need a logo, we got Talia with the art skills. You still do it, or you kind of, you moved on from it?
I draw some stuff. Well, actually, whenever school's about to start, I paint a lot of backpacks for a lot of kids.
Oh, so
The old
yeah.
complex we lived in, like when everybody was getting ready for back to school, man, they was just bringing me backpacks like a motherfucker. But I charged every single person, and people who I don't fuck with, I charged them.
That's right. You better shit. That's work. Artwork for real. Mm-hmm.
I paint shoes sometimes, belts.
Yeah, we're gonna have to connect these
Somebody
dots with
gonna
that. I gotta find out everybody's talent on one of these shows. We got y'all, everybody in the comment section. Y'all gotta let us know what y'all God given talent. You know, Talia got the talent art now. All right.
Yeah. Somebody.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you gotta be careful.
Go ahead. What you say, Talia?
Definitely gotta be careful who you tell your dreams and aspirations to, because motherfuckers will definitely try to hold you back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't tell my mama nothing. Ever since then, I don't tell my mama nothing.
Yeah. Historically, they say parents can be the biggest dream killer. But it ain't just you, Talia. But I feel some of your pain now. But they say parents will do it. They probably don't mean no harm when they do it, or maybe they got some hidden agenda. Who knows? But yeah, damn.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, I meant to say first and foremost, that's very unfortunate and sad that your mom refused to sign for you to go to a school. That's kind of crazy. Now, I could say I didn't have that experience. My mom pretty much, when it comes to stuff like that, she supported whatever it is I wanted to do. She didn't interfere with any of it. But I will say this:
we gotta get us some sponsorships, y'all. My nephew just brought me a bottle with this. My bad, Jamie. Go ahead.
You good? What was that?
The Rick Ross bottle with the Bel Air.
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta get us a sponsorship for the podcast. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off with that. He just walked in and passed me a bottle. That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say, I will say when I was first heading to LA, when I was first moving from Memphis to LA, I did get some negative thoughts. Matter of fact, when I was going to college, same shit. They were like, he ain't going to college. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing, he ain't got them. Because when I first told them, I was like, yeah, I'm graduating. I don't mean to put my family business like that, but basically something happened with my brother didn't walk across the stage. So when it was my turn around, I'm the youngest. They was, basically trying to say because I told them I had 7 full scholarships when I graduated, which I did, and they was saying, "Oh, he ain't doing that. He ain't going to no college and stuff like that." Honestly, I think I was the first of my family, of the first cousins. I was the first, especially going for a scholarship. So when my graduation hit, and they said everything announced all that, I asked Buck. And one of them was my damn granddaddy, which is crazy. And then they said the same thing when I told them I was moving to LA for acting inspiration until they noticed that I've been gone for how long and started seeing me popping up on TV and shit. Yeah, that nigga actually doing that. So it's just sad that how your family members can be some of your biggest haters because they don't want you to be better than them, or they want you to give them something, and if you don't give them what they feel like you should give them, they hate on you. It's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm glad I found y'all too. These folks, that's why don't mind hopping on the live and stuff like that and kicking it with stuff like. I know this one right here, like I said, it don't get as much reviews and views as the TV reviews and stuff like that. But hey, it'll get there.
Yeah, and to me, it's like we just we still warming up. In my opinion, we all warming up. Like you said, we formed a tribe, a clan, and by the time we get to that a certain point, we're gonna be we'll be ready to take it to that next level. So that's how I see it. It's just discipline of us showing up every week, sharing our thoughts. So yeah, in due time, we doing the work, and we got our people, our congregation, our tribe. We're gonna keep pushing and bring everybody with us. Yeah, I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I found a tribe and y'all. Same here, Ola, Ali, D. Now we have to look at that was a cool. I saw that comment earlier. Now we have to look at what's in demand and combine that with something you like to do. True, man. Yeah, for real. It got to be something I like to do, especially at this point in my life. That's all I'm doing, the shit I like to do. And just like you said, trying to find a way to get paid from it, so.
That's where you truly going back to the heaven and hell topic a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's when you truly in heaven, when
Absolutely.
you're getting paid to do
Yep.
whatever it is you love to do.
That's real.
Pretty much that's like, a match made in heaven. You're like, damn.
It is.
Like, say you good at basketball. You tell me you're gonna pay me that much to do something I love doing. I do that shit for free. If you getting paid to do something that you'll do every day for free, you truly are in heaven.
That's heaven. It is. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, my 20s, when I was in that rap, I was selling weed. So I had the money. I was living just like the rap stars because I had the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you're right, Jamie. You had a great time. So just trying to reinvent that now, with the movie stuff. Not even so much the movie stuff. This content shit taking over. So, I'm prepared.
That's why I'm doing a lot with that. I'm gonna still do both. In fact, I plan on using content creation to help do the thing. Both of them to be running one and the same.
Yeah.
You build the following and stuff here, and all you got to do is raise your funds and stuff like that, and then create your film, and then put it on your channel. Your people just support you and watch it, push it that way. Like, I know I still ain't put out episode 3 of Surreptitious yet.
Oh yeah, you was telling me.
I'm gonna do that really soon. I'm waiting on Juice to go ahead and clear that licenses on it. I'm gonna hit him up again tomorrow and ask him where it's at. He got to clear the licenses so I can play it. But I let Solo see it when I was over her place last week sometime. She liked it. She was shocked seeing you acting in it. She was up in it still. I'm like, yeah.
What was the last part you said? She Solo said what?
Oh, she was shocked when she seen you up in there acting up in it.
Oh yeah. I appreciate that opportunity. Yeah. D, let me see. All I see for me say, get your dream, Talia. I have a similar story. She's shaking her head. So all I see what you did. What was your God-given talent? What was your creative talent? And D, Darla, let us know. What nephew at? Nephew done checked out on us, ghosting. Taj, find the right talent and help them produce. Yeah, I do that. All I see. I do that with my nephew in them generation because I still love it. I still tell people, that's my first love. Creatively, it's the music stuff. So yeah, I definitely do that. Taj, find the right talent and help them produce good music. Well, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing that I got to give Steve some credit on too. It's crazy. Steve was kind of put me on a lot of game during that time period, 2017.
Yeah.
He was talking about your God-given talent.
Mm-hmm.
He gave this story about a friend of his that was good at cutting grass, and he said he make now he kept going and stuff. Like he said, he started out just cutting regular people's yard, and then he built a business on it. He said now he make like I think he said like $400,000 a year cutting grass. That's damn good.
Hell yeah, cutting grass.
Mm-hmm. So he was like, and how you can identify what your God given talent is basically whatever it is that you just it comes to you naturally, and like everybody else perhaps they might try to do it and they may can't catch on to it as easily as you can. And in your mind, you might be like, "Why it ain't that hard? Why you can't?" And what the problem is that God has given that to you as a gift. You can do that, but that may not be whoever it is that you're talking to gift. But that was my experience in the acting when I first started acting in college. My professor used to give us certain things to do and stuff like that. I could do it and just knock it out like that. It was easy. And then like some of my colleagues and stuff, they do it and they were kind of struggling. I'm like, bro, it's not that hard. What are you know? And then later with Steve Harvey, once I saw that resin, it touched me. I was like, that's what it was. This is what he's talking about.
All right, so all I see for me work in the community, I'm for the community and work heavy with youth and education. I encourage them to go to the sky straight up. Appreciate that.
And that's a talent. Everybody like that. That's basically everybody isn't great at giving motivational speeches and stuff like that. Being able to connect with people, especially the youth, and inspire their young minds to do something. That's also very important. So, that it's a talent. Everybody has their own thing.
Yeah.
Some people ignore what they talent might be because of what I talked about earlier. You tell it to the wrong people and they shoot it down and they break it. For me, event planning and procuring the best sources, the first I do on the side.
Oh shit. Event planning, that's good stuff. What city? Well, actually what state, so I don't get too close to
She in California though.
Darling D in California?
Mm-hmm. She in the Bay Area though, I believe.
Oh, I was about to say, must be in North Cali. Okay, cool. But she do event planning and procuring the best sources. The first I do on the side, procuring is part of my job. All right. I'm not sure what procuring is, but I hear you.
Me neither. I thought it was just me. I didn't know what it was either.
Event planning and procuring the best sources. I know what curating is, but she said procuring. So I'm going to have to look that up later. All right. Yeah, I got my charger in the phone. It's like the shit's still dropping. My percent, I'm down to like 5% now, but we should be good. But that's kind of weird because I got the charger and then the motherfucker's still dropping. It's dropping slow, but it ain't charging up. It's dropping down.
Might be overheating. But yeah, we ain't got much longer to go anyways, though.
All right.
So Talia, are you still using how often do you still use your art?
I guess it just depends. Like when somebody asks me to draw something, paint something, do I just randomly sit down and draw? Not really. But if somebody's asking me to do something, I will.
All right.
What you charge for a logo?
I just recently did a logo for somebody. So, what you doing?
Hold on, say that again.
It just depends how big it is, what it is. How long it's gonna take me?
It's something I might be interested in.
Well, I got you. If you are, if you want one. What you want me to draw? An ugly ass nigga?
That was good.
Hey,
That was good.
I might
That
need a
was
new logo, a new one. I like the one I got now, but sometimes
Hey, I can't wait till we take that name commercial. I'm like, this nigga made it with a name like ugly ass. How the hell this nigga go mainstream with a name like that? But once you tell the history about it, they're gonna have to respect it. Yeah, it's some slang from your city that you taking mainstream. Yeah. Yeah. I got cap cut. Yeah, all I let me find out you holding out on us. You got cap cut. That means you know how to edit videos. I got cap cut pro apps. So y'all let me know too. I learned how to make this nigga making beats. Nigga say, man, damn. What you use? Fruity Loops? I mean FL? Chappelle did with his new show. I learned how to make beats too. Chappelle did. Damn,
what you mean what Chappelle did with his new show?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that part when she said that. When she got a cap cut, that's so you can do clips for us. Okay, we're gonna have to. GarageBand. Yeah, I got GarageBand too. I don't use it, but I got it on my iMac. All right, so we in the future, near far future, we're gonna have to work something out, especially with that cap cut. So what you do with the cap cut? You make little short videos, like YouTube shorts or IG reels and shit like that. Because that's what I know cap cut to be for, like not so much long form content, but like short, quick clips. But that's good.
You can kind of use it for both, I guess. I don't think people do some nice stuff with CapCut.
Yeah, I've been hearing about CapCut. CapCut Pro app. So y'all,
I use it. I mean, I'm not super advanced with it, but I do use it.
We could really put something together with all this talent because you got D with the event planning, but D, I'm not sure if you tapped into digital event planning. You probably doing it, at different locations. She said, yes, I have a page getting into social media too. All right, cool. Yes, I have a page getting into social media too. All right.
Yeah, cool. Again, shout out to her. She created my Discord.
All I see?
Yeah, she hooked up my Discord page.
You said the Discord page?
Yeah, Discord. It's like a app where I don't even know how to describe it really. But
all right.
It's like a lot of people join it, and you like have topic, like you have different sessions and stuff like that. Like Chat Chronicles has one where you have discussions on Black Chat Chronicles. And you get all the updates of what are we about to do with it next, when we're gonna go live, all kinds of stuff like that. It'd be up in there. And it's the same way with like the TV reviews, the basketball topics I do, the reaction topics. Like she pretty much separated and created a different section for all of it.
All right. Yeah, that's good stuff. So we got a strong talent pool in the comment section.
Yeah, that's the link. That's the link to the Discord right there. She just put it on there.
Oh, that's what she put earlier. Okay, I did see that earlier. I wasn't sure what it was. I'll check it out. Okay. You get a better understanding of that. All right, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, I think we're about to close it out. But like I always appreciate everybody stop through there and stuff like that. I had fun with the little topics that we did. And I'm probably gonna work on, like I said, I think I'm gonna do some reaction to NBA to content. Might put out a couple more TV content later tonight too.
I'm down with that NBA content. Did you make your picks today?
I didn't make any picks today. Look at my sons beating up with the Thunder, though. I told folks they don't stop playing with us, bro. Hold on, dog. They don't stop playing with us. Because folks were bragging about how we got our ass beat by them last time, but Devin Booker was out. And I was like, bro, how y'all really gonna brag and Devin Booker was out? Really? And keep in mind, Jalen Green ain't played the entire season. Like they
Right.
should have.
I didn't know he was hurt.
Yeah, he hasn't played. He only played one game the entire season.
I watched that one game too.
And we blew them out. That one game. It's a 1-point game right now. I probably watched the remainder of it. The OKC at 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want to do NBA content? Hell yeah, we can definitely do that. Shit. The Lakers, I hope they bum ass lose to the Grizzlies.
Well, I'm on the way to pick up my pizza, but that's the game I was watching.
Okay. And the Grizzlies on the ass right now. That's good. It's right up the street too. I could have went to that game, low key.
Yeah.
I just don't care for the Lakers game and playing the Suns of the Warriors. They play the Suns of the Warriors on there. Even when I'm gonna drive out there. In the same way when they go to the Warriors house, I'm gonna drive to San Francisco.
I'm gonna go see the Grizzlies when they play in Indiana, but that's a couple months from now. But I'm going though.
Indiana. Okay. How far as what part of Indiana do you play in?
Indianapolis is like 2.5 hours.
So it's 2.5 hours from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little less depending on who's driving.
Right. Because Phoenix is supposed to be like a 5.5 hours for me, but they should turn to 4 hours fucking with me.
Forgot my gloves. It's tough out here. Whoa. Okay. Wow.
You know what? I haven't seen Chappelle new stand-up, but I seen a little small snippet from you were talking about Israel. That shit was crazy.
So all I see for me, when you say yes, I have a page getting into social media too. What? You say I have a page getting into. So you have like a.
Oh shit! The Warriors play the Clippers tomorrow. I might go to that game. I think I'm going to that. Yep. Well, I'm gonna be at the Warriors game tomorrow.
When did the Pistons get so good though?
You said what?
When did the Pistons get so good? Aren't they first in the East right now?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. It's like that happened overnight. Well, over the summer, but
You know, I kind of knew the Pistons was going. I didn't quite think they would be number one in the East, but I knew that I predicted them to be like top 4 because you could tell how they gave who did they play? They played the Celtics first round last round, right? In the playoffs. I believe they played the Celtics. They gave them a run for their money that first round. I said, okay, Pistons pretty damn good.
yeah, I think it was Boston.
Cade Cunningham, Yeah, he a dog. And I love the Pistons for they did me a big favor on not Christmas Day, on LeBron's birthday. Beat the shit out of that nigga on his birthday. I'm sorry, they beat the shit out of that nigga. You can see it in LeBron's face. That nigga was embarrassed as hell.
Oh man.
I said, "God, that's a good goddamn job, Pistons." Might become better, y'all. Y'all keep beating his ass like that. I don't know. Is John Morant playing tonight, though?
No, he's not playing.
This nigga stay hurt.
He just got a whole new random injury over yesterday.
It's crazy. The Grizz gonna end up trading now. I mean, I sort of wouldn't want to see it because I mean, we had him for a while. He's been the face of the Grizzlies for so long, but they're gonna trade him because you're never available. And the team is actually looking decent without him. So they probably thinking if we can get some value from him. And at this point, even though, like I said, I hate to see him go, it might be the best thing for him to go to another environment and start over because you can tell he didn't like the new coach. He didn't like that they traded Desmond Bain. They already traded Dylan Brooks. So
Yeah, I didn't like the Desmond Bain trade either. Ja for Trey.
you say what?
Ja for Trey.
I still didn't understand what you said.
So Ja for Trey Young.
Trey Young, I wouldn't. Hell no.
That's what I keep seeing on Instagram.
That was stupid. Because Trey Young isn't exactly just the healthiest of players himself. And then on top of that, Trey Young is a defensive liability. He's a turnover king. He takes bad shots.
Yeah.
You better off keeping Jam. I never have been a fan. It's crazy because what year was it? 2000. What year was that when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals? They made
It
it
was,
past.
I think, 21.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yep, I think it was down to one. But yeah, it's like ever since then, Trey Young fell out. And then also Trey Young has an ego. I don't care how good you are. I don't like players that think they can't be coached. Like you act like you're uncoachable. Like the
Yeah.
greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, was a coachable player. Even though obviously Michael Jordan had an ego, but he listened to his coach. And that's another thing I can't stand about the difference between LeBron and Michael Jordan. They were coachable. Kevin Durant, he's the same way. Kevin Durant don't his coach sometimes. I think you know what's crazy though? I think he listens to Ime Udoka, and that's because Ime Udoka commands them. But he used to kind of disrespect Steve Kerr a little bit. He damn sure disrespected Steve Nash. And all the coaches he had in Phoenix, he disrespected them. So
Where did Taj go?
I'm right here.
I got to pick up Booker.
No, I had to check on
Hold on,
something.
we up two. Hold up, we up two. Come on. It is like what type of shit tonight? I am talking shit as we pull this up. I'm gonna call Ford ass. That motherfucker was calling me talking about how bad they beat us last time. And I told him, bro, we just played them like a week ago. And they barely beat us. They beat us by like a point with Devin Booker playing. So trust me, they gonna do us like with Devin Booker. That he was like, no, they gonna blow y'all out. I think they gonna beat y'all either way. Now look at it, proving me right.
Was you happy to see KD go or no?
I was happy to see that. See, one thing about me is I don't sugarcoat. I know I be hard on LeBron, but I be hard on other folks too. I was hard on KD. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck how great y'all say he is. I ain't seeing the results. The motherfucker, we've been losing ever since this nigga touched down in the
Yeah, facts.
because we literally went from number one in the West to not making the playoffs the last year Kevin Durant was there. That's crazy. Like we went from making it to the NBA Finals, 2 games away from the title, to being a laughing stock. And now that he's gone, we're better this year. So I've been telling folks Kevin Durant was the problem. And folks attack me and saying you don't know basketball, even though every time I say something, it turns out to be true. Kevin Durant is gone. We are much better now. I say, bro, Kevin Durant plays too much ISO ball. And that ISO ball shit does not work, especially when you're 7 feet trying to dribble through traffic. Can Kevin Durant dribble the ball? Yes. But this is the thing. When you're 7 feet, it's easier to take the ball from you. I don't give a fuck how good your handles are because you further away from the ground. The closer you are to the ground, the better handle you have because it's harder to steal the ball from somebody that's lower to the ground that knows how to control it. So he's turned the ball over like a motherfucker. The nigga, I mean, he was all right. He gave us some scoring, obviously, because Kevin Durant can do that. But them turnovers and the chemistry, not being coachable, that that plays a factor. When you don't want to listen to your coach and you think you know more than them, and you want to keep playing ISO ball, you make it easier for the defenses to be able to stop you. And that's pretty much what Kevin Durant did. And then they lost. To be honest, I tell folks, the back end of Golden State, that's what was going on. To be honest with you, the only reason why the Rockets took them 7 games and the Rockets took them 6 games the second time, and the Clippers even took them 6 games, was because Kevin Durant changed up how they was playing. He kept doing all that ISO shit because he got mad that everybody kept saying, "This is Steph Curry team. You a bus ride." And then he started trying to ISO more, trying to prove that he was the man, and they started losing.
I'll be right back, y'all.
All right, we just having a freestyle now at this point.
I'm just going to grab some. I'll be right back.
Come on. We got that motherfucker. Lock that motherfucker up. There we go. Miss that shit, you fucking bombs. Wow. Come on. Shit. I think we're gonna get him though, Talia. My shit talking about to happen. Come on, y'all. We can protect the ball. If we can score one more time, unfortunately they ain't got a foul now because that nigga scored. We got
How much time is left?
26 seconds.
What's the score?
105, 103. We up.
Okay.
And I think people really underestimating how good Dylan Brooks is. I keep telling folks that Dylan Brooks is a very underrated player. Like, is he a player that you just say go out there and put up 30 and change the game for him? No, but he's a player that brings grit. He can do some scoring. He's that utility guy that does what needs to be done. And he's one of those players that get under other players' skin. And I love those type of players. Stop being so friendly with all these motherfuckers. And the results show. Look at Memphis before he got traded. Memphis was top of the West. They were top 3 in the West. Then he moved to the Rockets. What were they? Top 3 in the West. They were number 2 last year. And now he's moved to Phoenix. We were the 11th seed last year. Now we at the I think we're number 7 going on 6 right now, but we've had injuries. I think when it's all said and done, we're gonna climb our way probably to that maybe 5 or 6 spot. Oh, come on, Dylan. Damn, right what I just said, man. Fucking talk about.
What just happened? What just happened?
God damn it. Dylan Brooks just touched the ball over.
Oh man.
Wow, boy. If these bitches come back and take this shit from us, I'm be mad as hell, right? Oh, I was ready to talk shit. Please don't do this to me. Come on, stop that motherfucking shame. Do not foul that nigga. Good shit. That's good defense. Good fucking defense. Don't let that motherfucker go nothing. Don't give up a 3, though. That's all I care about. I don't want them to get nothing, but definitely don't give up a 3. Deny SBA the ball. Fuck that. Oh my God, they let this nigga kick ball violation. Wonderful. Good kick, boy. Good fucking kick. Why was I watching it on the phone and not on this damn TV? I don't know, but I'm changing it now. This is stupid. Shit's actually fucking up now. Maybe I should have kept watching. Come on, man. What's this up with all this freezing shit? I'm guessing Ryan must have got out here because I know she said she had a question, but I told her she could ask me at the end, but I guess she out. Damn, man. Damn. Knew them motherfuckers was gonna score. We gonna lose now. I can see it. Fucking bullshit. Damn, bro. That's why we needed that fucking rebound. That rebound was crucial that they let bitch ass check get. Oh, man. Fuck that nigga homecoming. Come on, Devin Booker, hit their ass with a damn buzzer beater. Ain't that damn turnover suck, bro?
Did OKC score?
Yeah, they bitch ass. Watch the Lakers get their ass whooped after this. I think it's gonna go to overtime. Some weak shit. I just noticed we just had a whole live without Branford coming in.
Without who?
Branford.
Oh. Nope.
We got to but this shot, did he? Got to motherfuckers. Got to motherfuckers.
Y'all won?
Pretty much. It's point seven left.
Oh. Somebody just scored.
Yeah, Booker hit a 3. So we up 3 with point seven left. Well, that shit talking about the beginning. Yep, we won. Well, beat the number one team in the league now. I don't want to hear nothing. Make sure I call my brother too. All that shit he was talking. You said if I call his name, he coming. Well, he ain't came yet.
Damn. Finally on my way home.
You said what?
I feel like I was in Pizza Hut for a long ass time.
You said I got a list for what?
Huh?
No, I was responding to Alex. She said you got a list for this too. You talking about for the NBA? No, I ain't got no list for that. But I should start right now these LeBron idiots. And the dumb shit they be saying. That's what they do.
So I wanted to ask you about Force, about this last episode.
Okay.
When Diamond and Jannard was in the church and Diamond had asked him if there was anything he wanted to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jannard said no, it looked like Diamond was mad. Like he got mad, like this nigga still gonna lie. Was I tripping?
It did kind of seem like he was like, so, like, okay, so he ain't gonna admit to it. It did kind of seem like that. I caught that.
Yeah, but then he turned around and jumped in front of bullets for him. I didn't get that.
Because at the end of the day, still his little brother. That's how I looked at it. He
Yeah, I
supposed
guess.
to be a protector.
Dang, I was not expecting him to do that.
You know what else is crazy that folks are talking about, and I caught it too?
What?
Not only did Diamond jump in the way, of to take the bullet, he also pushed the gun down that Jannard had. Like Jannard could have shot Tommy, and he like kind of pushed Jannard gun down.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
So you saying he didn't want Jannar to shoot Tommy either?
maybe so. And you could tell vice versa. Tommy didn't want to shoot him
Yeah.
because
Yeah, Tommy.
they both really did fuck with each other. It just
Yeah.
Jannard in the middle of it.
Maybe that's why Diamond didn't want Tommy to kill Jannar. He didn't want to have to beef with Tommy.
Yeah. That's why he was trying his best to just work something out. That way they could just be peaceful. But Tommy wouldn't have it.
Oh, and then the episode before last, when when D-Mac and Marshall got into it, I was confused because since when Marshall got a mama? I thought he lived by himself his whole time.
So I didn't end up making the video on this, but that's another thing I used to say. I was like, Marshall and D-Mac's story was very similar to Ghost and Tommy because think about it. D-Mac didn't have no parents, so he must have been living with Marshall, just like
Yeah,
Ghost didn't have no parents after a while, and he was living with Tommy and Kate.
yeah,
And maybe Marshall's mom was the same as Tommy's mom, always not there. That's why we never seen her.
yeah. They done so much shit in that apartment, planned and celebrated a robbery. Tommy came in banging on doors.
Hmm.
D-Mac fucked on the couch, and now all of a sudden he got a mama.
Maybe his mama don't live with him though. Maybe that apartment was his. But either way, yeah, they story was good.
Where the fuck she at? She gonna come in this next episode questioning D-Mac.
That would be interesting if we seen her in the next episode.
Another thing I noticed was D-Mac, when he shot Marshall, there was like 4 or 5 pictures of them together on that fridge.
Hmm.
Like every picture on her was D-Mac and Marshall. He said he didn't care about none of that.
Yeah, D Mac did say something about in episode what was it, 8, about how his mom he ain't noticed nothing no change in what his mom was going through because basically she's still working. Like you saying you doing stuff to help your mama, but ain't shit changed.
Yeah.
That was the same episode. He was trying to get Marshall to work with him and Tony. Man, hurry up with that ass time talking yourself. Hold on, what's the score? Hopefully the grill is smoking in by my ass. I did have to go. That nigga Brandon Ingram hooping since he got no rhythm.
Nah, he really been wilding.
That nigga been serving since he got up. Too bad Megan Thee Stallion couldn't do the same thing for Klay Thompson. That nigga been slowing. I think Ben knew he was gonna do this too, but I think Klay Thompson gonna go back to the Warriors after this. He gonna retire there. And to be honest, Klay never should have left. He should have took a pay cut and stayed there. That's what he should have done. I get it. You won 4 titles with them and stuff like that, but when you start to get advanced in age and you're not the same no more, you should take a pay cut like all the other guys did. Like Tim Duncan took a pay cut to stay on the team that he started with. So if Tim Duncan can play cut, you damn sure can take one.
Mm-hmm. That's why he left, because of the money.
Yeah, it was a money issue. They didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay him a max deal. That's what it was. They was willing to have him on the team, but they didn't want to pay him max. And real, at this point of his career, he's not a max money person.
Right. So the Mavs gave him that,
Uh-huh.
and he ain't shit. Plus, he come off the bench, don't he?
The Miles didn't get him that much though. I don't know what was the contract. I think he got, if I'm not mistaken, I think he may have got $48 million for 2 years, which is still a max deal, but it's not it's not that much. I think the Lakers were trying to offer him even more, but he didn't want to go to the Lakers, which is understandably so, because anybody to go with LeBron, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna get the blame.
When the first time the Mavericks this season played the Grizzlies, Clay was like 0 for 9.
Nigga, I know one of the games when when John Moore was talking shit to that nigga. He told that man that, what did he say? He said he was a bomb and that Megan Thee Stallion was just using him.
Oh, damn.
I was like, damn, right?
I didn't know that part.
Oh, shit.
She need to get some of whatever Glorilla got.
Yeah, it's that Memphis shit. She put that Memphis voodoo on his ass. Got hooping. Glorilla seems like she a super cool, down to earth person. I don't know if it's something that I don't know. 'Cause I think she got a soul side to her, even though she seemed real hood and ratchet. Like she got a soft side to her when she with it.
She probably whip real soft around Brandon Ingram.
Right. And then you know how the things like the plan go about how opposite to Travis. Brandon Ingram is like super laid back from what I can. Like he looks super chill. He don't talk much. You know, like when he moving and stuff on the court, you don't really see him say nothing. He don't really too much react to nothing. And Glorilla, you know, kind of opposite of that.
Um,
I feel bad for Austin Reeves, bro. It really sucks. And I'm not really a fan of Austin Reeves like that, but I feel bad for him because
why?
he was playing so well in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then LeBron comes back and just destroys everything. And then his punk ass agent, Rich Paul, gonna start spreading rumors saying that in order for them to work, because you know when LeBron came back, they were losing. So to
Yeah.
keep blaming, getting LeBron the blame that he deserved, they're gonna try to blame his third son. Typically happens when LeBron is on the team. They're gonna blame who they're gonna look to blame one of the star players. So they picked Austin Reeves because they knew they couldn't blame Luka. So they did that and said, "Oh, Austin Reeves need to come out the bench like Ginobili used to do." When
I thought
actually
he,
LeBron needs to come out the bench. That's really what needs.
I thought Doug Funny was hurt.
Who hurt?
Ain't he hurt?
Yeah, he is. See, that's what I was going to talk on my other channel. I was going to talk about. I think Austin Reeves is faking his injury.
For LeBron's ego.
He's faking his injury because he's exposing LeBron. He's being smart, and it's crazy because I said it in my head that this is what he's doing. That's what he seems like. That's what he's doing. He should fake injury and let everybody see what it looks like for LeBron and Luka to play and see them constantly getting their ass whooped, and they're gonna be able to see LeBron is the problem because you just seen Luka and Austin Reeves and they were winning. You seen Luka, you know, and you also seen Austin Reeves and LeBron. They were losing. They lost 3 straight games with blowouts. Then now you're watching Luka and LeBron, and they're still losing. So that should let people know LeBron is the problem. But they keep on trying to avoid. You know how his fans are in the love media gonna keep lying, looking to put it on somebody else. So Austin Reeves was like, "Oh, you ain't about to put that bullshit on me. I'm gonna fake an injury, so you can't say it's me, and you're gonna have to look for somebody else." Now they blame JJ Redick, which I knew would be their next option. It's crazy. And you can tell the real problem is their defense. Their defense is god off since LeBron has been back. Like they never had good defense, even when LeBron wasn't there. But they was like the middle of the pack. Like they was like maybe 15th in defense and top of the close to the top of the league in offense. But now that LeBron is back, They're terrible at defense. They're like the bottom of the league at defense. And offensively, they're still kind of at the top, but they're not that high as they were. But yet, LeBron fans will still tell you he's not the problem. Then his plus minus every fucking game. Negative whatever. He's negative 45 for the season. But LeBron is not the problem. He was the problem last year when they lost to the damn Mavericks. To the Wolves. I told folks that then, but they said I was hating. Damn. I don't lie. I don't know a lot of the players to play for the Grizzlies now.
You said you don't know what?
I don't know a lot of the players that play for Memphis now.
Oh, I don't miss a game.
That's what's up. I don't watch too many of that game. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't watch basketball as much as I used to. And I still keep up with my Suns. I keep up with the Warriors. I'll be honest, I keep up with the Lakers because I want to see LeBron lose. But I don't pay attention. Like, I'll watch, don't get me wrong, I'll watch other games. Like, I do watch the Thunder play other people. I watch. And sometimes when the game on and I ain't got nothing to do, I'll go ahead and watch some of the games. But watch him shoot that bum ass 30. Watch his bum ass do it. He gonna shoot that garbage ass 30. Now he passed it. He wanted to shoot it. It's bum ass. That's a great pass, LeBron. Yeah, give him some props for that. It's a great look. Run ahead on the sideline. They're just waiting. The last second, they left his man wide open for the dot. You can't do that. Well, 8 to double digits. He had 5 singles. Yeah, to be honest, support. We've been down with this. I just didn't turn the live off and watching NBA games now. But Tariq is absolutely showing up, y'all. We got way too much evidence. That nigga showing up. But that nigga, I'm sick of this Arabian motherfucker. Whatever his name is.
Who?
Larabia. Some goddamn undrafted rookie with these motherfuckers.
He's not a rookie. He used to play for the Grizzlies.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck he is. I'm sick of that nigga. He's hitting all this shit. Who the fuck is Jerry Jackson Jr.?
On the bench.
I didn't think on the bench. He's just the start of the third. Look at Luka playing defense. It's crazy. I don't know why a powerful band. When I see your tag name, I think they should say the Powerpuff Girls. When I first see it.
Tariq was supposed to go to Chicago earlier so he can get some fighting lessons from Diamond.
Now you have to learn from Shanti.
Yeah, forgot about her. Why, why when Bernard was telling Diamond about Kilo, JoJo, and JP, act like he was the one that did it? What the fuck is wrong with him?
You and Diamond play games. That's what I said.
Man said 2 weeks is walking to Chicago. That's why it's 2 weeks. So that is a good question. How the fuck he gonna get there? You driving, taking a flight?
Foul. Oh,
Come on, continue on. That count. Take a shot. Who is that? All right, my shit. Come on.
why was Marcus Smart so trash when he played in Memphis?
Might have been because he didn't want to do that.
He was horrible. Oh,
Might say I'm about to go watch Baddies. That's a move. All right. Baddies is trash. I never seen it before, but I know it should. Parts and shit. I ain't got no time. That's crazy. I finally watched Bel Air too. I finished Bel Air. She was definitely normal on that shit too.
you said you watched what?
Bel Air.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I wish I could have caught it when it first was out, but pretty busy. I did some content on it, but now at this point, I think it'll be pointless. It's been done for like a week now. Yeah,
Grizzlies fuck it up now.
once they still beating they bum ass. Come on, Grizzlies, come, y'all make my day. Hey, no, not sure. I'm not sure. What kind of shot was that, nigga? Should no bum ass nigga like him be taking no shot like that.
Who? Who was that?
I don't know who the fuck that was. That's how I know he shouldn't have been taking it.
What is that noise?
I don't know. I thought it was coming from your side.
No, I don't know what it was.
I just looked at the stat. I just noticed we locked the SGA ass up slick today. What was up? Love it. Motherfucker shot 8 for 22. She said it sounded like the Slurpee machine at 7-Eleven.
We don't have 7-Eleven. I don't know that reference.
We got it in LA. It's not in Memphis though, so I can understand how it's not there. Look at YouTube TV. They all lost their mind. Take advantage of that. That's what's up, YouTube TV. Have some damn fools for doing it, but hey,
What they do?
I be finessing the shit out of YouTube TV. I don't pay for this shit, so I just keep creating new accounts. They got 21 day. Like I really don't use YouTube TV no more like that. But right now, my other streaming videos that I use to watch it is acting up. So I'm looking for a new one. And I'm about to create it. And they got 21 days free trial. Shit, that's a good little time. They used to only give you like 10 days, and then one time it was 3 days and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up. I like that YouTube TV. You need to do that more often. You saw the how them folks was whining about LeBron not making the starters for the All Star team.
No, I ain't see that.
Yeah, the fans didn't vote for him.
But didn't the voting just start?
Nah, it's been out for a while.
So they got the first round of votes in?
Yep,
Man, let me see.
came out. LeBron only got, I think he had like 500,000 votes. And normally LeBron be like number one.
Yeah.
And then this time he's number 8.
Get on. Let me find it.
Draymond, this nigga Draymond, like I like Draymond, but this nigga, he be making me not like him because like, bro, he be he be nut right LeBron too hard. Like nigga, you own team with Steph Curry, who's arguably better than that nigga. You ask me, he is better than him. And you steady LeBron like cocktail all the fucking time. But I get it. They're in business together. You know, when you're in business with LeBron, you gotta lie and create narrative. Call him the guy. Bullshit like but still, that's some black ass shit.
Aren't they friends? They was at a concert together.
Yeah, they friends now. They were friends because they go to business together and just signed with LeBron's agency. Called the sports. But the thing I'm saying is this nigga, like you on stage with Steph Curry. Obviously, LeBron is like this nigga biggest rival. Why the fuck are you constantly riding for this nigga all the time like that? It's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
And if I'm Steph Curry, shit, I would feel the type of way a little bit like that. Always doing it. Every time you ride this to the next. And then the reason why they so salty about it, which is what I really love, is because the All Star game is in LA this year. So LeBron is not going to start in the All Star game, and it's in his team city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he don't deserve to be a damn All Star, bro. Dude, get the fuck out of here. He's been playing with. He's been causing his team to lose. Just not starting to get the numbers back up and all that stat pack playing out of weak ass teams. And if LeBron would have never came back, Austin Reeves would have made the All Star game this year because he was playing really well at first. Man, why this shit ain't working? Yeah, we definitely just chilling at this point, bro. We've been done. Like Ty's left like damn near an hour ago now. That is crazy. Yeah, shit. Stop lying, huh? All right, yeah, I'm definitely gonna close this. Well, I'm probably about to go and close the screen. Otherwise, yeah, I still had to sit there. Oh, damn it.
What you say?
I'm saying I'm probably gonna be ready to close the stream.
All right.
You still watching it?
Yeah.
Weak ass. That's some weak shit. I can't believe they're doing that.